All right, we have the fantastic Bek, also known as Bek Lover, part of the comeback team. He has returned. Thank you for coming back, Bek.
Tommy, it's good to be back again, man. And I got to say, I was looking forward to this trip to Florida even more. I mean, I've been here a lot lately, these last couple of months. And I'm down here right now. It's Art Basel. It's really Basel. And I've been to Basel in Europe, but I've never been to Art Basel. But I'm down here right now. And I got to be honest with you. There's all these events going on, all these artwork, like all this shit, right? And I'm like 100 events a day, right? Ask me how many I've gone to.
How many have you gone to? Because you just got here yesterday.
I got here yesterday early, 8 o'clock in the morning. There's events all day, all over Miami, downtown, South Beach. Like there's literally like events. There's like all these artists, real art, digital art, also known as NFTs, right? Related to crypto. And there's like hundreds of events, right? So I'm thinking, man, this is going to be crazy. Like, how am I going to do all this? Like, go to all these events and like make appearances. I haven't gone to any fucking events. I was like, but the one thing I'm not going to miss is to come do another session with my man Tommy.
Nah, man. Thank you very much.
But I do got to be out by like, late.
I got you. Don't worry, I will. You see that guy back there? I got that at that art thing years ago.
The guy with the hat?
Yeah, and that ended up being my divorce lawyer. It looks just like that.
Yeah.
2 o'clock in the afternoon. Cigar out to here. I say this a million times. Cigar out to here. Glass of whiskey. And his voicemail is,
That's his voicemail?
I love that. I like that.
Why?
Because that means he's a quiet lawyer. So if you're getting shit, he ain't going to say nothing. Especially when you're going through a divorce. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So what's been new with you, man?
Man, same old, man. Like right after I saw you last time, I shot out to L.A., okay? And I didn't think, like, I was there for a month over the summer, right? And it was weird being there. But it was summer or whatever, and, like, they kind of loosened, things for everyone to, like, kind of, like, live a little bit more normal. No offense to L.A., but, the majority of those people are not fucking normal, man. Sorry, guys and girls. And I go back after the last time I was on your show, shot in for another week over there. I went as a guest to my friend Rob Weiss. Shout out to Rob Weiss, one of the co-writers of Entourage.
Good show.
Producer, director, shows like Ballers, How to Make It in America. And now he has a new show about crypto coming out. I don't know the name of it. Yo, Rob, don't forget to fucking cast me as some kind of like fucking crypto fucking gangster.
Just
I told him that. So yeah, what the fuck, bro? Like, let me be some kind of like fucking, I don't want to make my own people look bad, like, but let me be some kind of like Eastern European fucking gangster who's like doing crazy shit and he uses crypto to like hide his tracks, basically.
He killed Entourage. That was huge. I remember watching all the time.
He kills everything he does, bro.
Yeah.
So I go on that show. He's an amazing guest, bro, on his podcast. It's called The Cray.
Shout out to The Cray.
He had fucking Dana White on. He's had like anyone you can think of, Vita Guerrera. He had me. I act like I'm on the level of Dana White.
Yeah, Dana White's tough to get.
Dude, amazing. And he's got a great team with him. Shout out to O'Neill and Sean Chase. Great co-host and the podcast one family out there in LA. So I was out there for that, bro. And I get off the airplane, and it's the first time, because I've never seen rain in LA, ever. Anytime I've been there, it's never rained. So that was unique. And I get to the W in Hollywood, and it's a ghost town, bro.
Still.
We're talking about 3 weeks ago now, right?
So as of 3 weeks ago, it's still...
It was a ghost town.
Wow.
And it was just so eerie, and like people attack you, bro. Like literally, if you're not wearing one of these that cover your face, they attack you, bro.
Really?
Like you're in the movie They Live and shit. Like they're about to go with their watches. Like he doesn't have his on. Like I'm like, what the fuck? Like, so like I basically left my room empty there, and I went down to Orange County like as fast as I could for the remainder of that trip.
Was it more lenient there?
My friend, they make you guys look like you're not like free enough. Like they don't give like in Orange County, I think because of how galvanized it is in LA.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you cross from Newport down, Newport Coast, Newport Beach, and you go down towards SoCal, they're like F the covering the face, all that stuff, bro. Like they don't wear it anywhere. And they're like, yo, like fuck those people. Like,
is that like a ghetto area?
No.
Because I've been to LA for the Lakers games.
I guess you could say it's extremely,
like liberal-ish, but
no, they're not at all. They're the other side.
Or they just don't pay attention.
They're like heavy military, vets. They're like Texas, bro, but they're in California.
Right. So it's a part of California that.
The whole southern
like
part of
Texas.
Cali is like straight like Texas, Florida. Like,
But the good parts of Cali, where everything's at, is it's
well,
sleep time. I mean, like if you're going to go like to the Staples Center or, so you want to go to Rodeo Drive or something like that. They're pretty locked
I love
down.
my friends in LA. I have a lot of comedian friends and actors and podcast people, and I got family out there too, and but it's just for me, it's like, come on, guys, man, like.
Did they open up the Comedy Store out there?
They did well. I go to the Laugh Factory. Shout out
Laugh
to the Laugh Factory. Shout out to Tehran. And if you're ever in LA, you got to go to Tehran.
I went to Laugh Factory about 10 years ago. Well, no, 8 years ago. I went.
This guy Tehran, bro. He's he's brilliant as a comedian. I mean, you know how toxic this environment is, right?
Yeah.
To talk about politics and stuff like that. This guy talks about it all, and he does it in such a creative way that he doesn't get canceled, which is amazing, right? So, like, to me, like, that shows like how brilliant you are, that you can even risk talking about these kinds of things and do it in this environment and get away with it.
What did you think about what they did with Dave Chappelle? Remember he said whatever. Rob, do you remember what he said that was so bad that they?
I think it was stuff to do with the trans and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I think is what started. I've always loved Chappelle, and I always will. And and as much as I did, I respect him now more than ever. That he's not willing to compromise on what he thinks, what he feels, and what he wants to say.
Right. He's not willing to revert because he's saying, look, this is comedian, right? This is funny.
It's like he's defending comedy.
Right. It's like now I can't even go up on stage and say anything that's controversial. So as a comedian, especially that high, you want to pull his legs from under him. And what's Chappelle going to do? Stay up there and say, hey, do you see that rock star? R-O-K. There's a rock out back. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm saying that they're dumbing it down. Where
listen, the 90s were hilarious, right? Like the 80s.
Oh, yeah. They were the best.
Eddie Murphy and all that, right? So, is it right to make fun of races and ethnicities? No. But is it
at a comedy show?
kind of freaking, like, let's be real. Like, we're all kind of hoping that that's where the jokes are going to go, right? Like, as a white person, like, they're going to make those white trash jokes. Like, okay, cool. Like, it's funny. Like, we pick on these stereotypes that don't necessarily exist, but people assume they do. But let's be real, like, it's funny.
But again, it's a comedy club, right? So whether he's making fun of your culture, my culture, his culture, you're at a comedy show. Nothing's meant. It's just a joke.
Well, let me ask you a question. You ever been to a comedy show?
Oh, yeah, tons of them.
Now, would you sit in the first row?
Hell no.
Now, why don't you sit in the first row?
Because I don't want to get hit.
Thank you very much. So this is what happened. I go to see Tehran. And by the way, Tehran does a tour with Maz Jobrani. Brilliant. Maz Jobrani's brilliant, right? Huge comic. So they tour a lot together. But so like I'm saying, Tehran is amazing out in LA. I always go and see him. So there was a couple sitting in the front row, and Tehran was just, letting them have it, right? But like respectfully, like as respectful as you could be in a comedy club. They were drinking, bro. Okay, they were drinking alcohol. We all know people get a little emotional when they drink, and if their perception's off, they feel like they're being attacked or whatever. So this one girl starts crying or whatever, and instead of seeing Tehran apologize, which I'm glad he didn't, because from the perspective I was at, he didn't do anything that was out of the ordinary for a comic to do. I never sit in the front row either, except when I want to I'm like, tonight I want to be abused.
Right, but now, however, if you sat in the front row, when you sit in that seat, you're going to get hit.
You know what he said? He said it brilliant. He said, don't go on a water ride and expect not to get wet. Everybody knows in the world, if you sit here, you're open game.
You're going to get hit.
Yeah, if you sit in the back and keep your fucking yap shut, I might not bother you. Right?
That's right.
But you sit in that front row,
yeah.
and they're always talking like, okay, you're like poking the tiger, right?
Yeah.
It was hilarious, bro.
But, I had David Lucas in, thanks to you, I'm sure. And I went to see him, and, man, he killed this. Rob, you had to go, but he killed this guy in the front row. I mean, murdered him. But, again, it's a comedy show. The guy sat there, and I could see that he was holding back a little bit, too. And these things are just slowly taking everything away little by little by little by little.
Listen, that first right that we have, right? And we're avoiding words just because we don't even know anymore what's good. Like, they're updating
what you can and can't do.
They're updating this shit every day. Like, we're speaking in code here. Like, for those of you that understand and you're with the resistance. In 2022, he had a podcast. His name was Tommy. He tried to speak freely, but but the code. Imagine make some kind of like horror movie about the algorithm, and the minute you say a word that it doesn't like, it just wipes you out.
Yeah, and then the machine comes and takes
Some
you.
kind of chip they put in our arms. But tell me that's not that far fetched anymore, man.
You know, it's not. It's
Okay, because that's what I'm scared of. People go like, "Why are you so against the word that rhymes with hot and starts with an S?"
Yeah.
Right? Why? It's like my problem is not with that. If you want to take it, take it. You're very brave. You deserve, like, literally, you should be pat on the back. Like, shit. Like, if you've seen the videos I've seen. So, I don't have a problem with that. What I have a problem with, and where we need to unite here, is what's going to affect all of us, which is not being able to maybe speak as freely. Maybe they don't like the way you think. Maybe they're going to say, starting next month, everyone has to put a finger up their ass and tell us, like, I mean, but once you've complied, then what's to stop it, right?
Well, what I think they need to do, and they're not going to do it, but I think before maybe they would have done it, I think they were on the path to do it, is to have, and Elon Musk has been pushing for this for a while.
I told you, I don't trust the motherfucker.
I know you don't.
I'm not saying he's bad.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's good. I'm neutral.
The one thing that I think you'll like that he did say, and he did push, he went to the White House and everything, and I think before it was in the works. And what he had asked was, you know, like they have a space force. He wanted to start an AI force, and I think that's absolutely needed. Wouldn't you agree?
I think so. I think the Space Force, I think, might be a part of a greater agenda. It creeps me out, to be honest with you. We'll kind of touch that in a second, but I want to hold one thought here. I have a way we can probably get everyone on the same side, most of us. Some people might like it. I think we tell everyone, listen, to keep your rhymes with, hang on, I got to be creative here.
Sanity or something?
The, rhymes with hot starts with an S.
Just say hot. Let's just do hot.
Hot from now on, okay?
Okay.
You guys all know, put the S in front of it. ID, right?
Yeah.
The hot ID.
Uh-huh.
Still going to pick it up hot. But I think we should say, like, next year to keep yours active, right? Because you're a good, obedient server. You're a good, obedient citizen. I think to prove our point, I think we should make it that everyone has to put in a 2.5-inch diameter tube into their ass once every 6 months. So instead of it being like this, let's do a massive suppository. And let's see how many people agree to that. Now, if you're saying to yourself, well, they would never do something like that, I would say, how the fuck do you know that they won't? You see where I'm going with this? So once you comply, and if you don't keep up with whatever they tell you to do in the future, there very well may be a day where they want to put something up your ass, and if you don't do it, they'll turn you off. And I know that sounds funny and stupid, but I'm saying please pause for a moment and seriously think about that. They can make it about anything in the future. Right now it's for this current crisis we're in, but once you've given up that freedom, they control that aspect of your life forever.
Well, this is the beginning.
And
This is kind of like to me, it's like kind of like the test shot. You know what I mean? Okay, like.
And I think I dubbed it the right term.
Yeah.
Digital
Mm-hmm.
Berlin Wall.
No, I know what you're saying, and I
great
think
nickname
that's easy to pick up on. Yeah. And I think that will happen. Actually, I do. And quicker than we think.
It's already happening, brother. I can't walk into places in my own city.
Is that what they're doing up there?
I can't walk in, brother. I will not comply, bro.
They make you have the pass? We'll call it a pass.
Yeah.
For everything? So
Almost
if you want to go
everything.
to a restaurant, you need a pass?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here.
And now LA's put the hard hammer down starting this week. They just started.
So who's doing that? New York?
The stupid cities, I call them.
New York, California?
Yeah, where a lot of morons live, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And remember, because you know why? I don't know if this will ever survive what I think's coming for us if we fail in this mission to protect what we've all taken for granted, the freedom that this amazing country has given us. I want you to remember, if anything ever happens to me and this world that they're trying to usher in, this new world order comes into play, I want you motherfuckers that sat on the sidelines, that cheered its coming in, I want you to remember the people like me, the people like Tommy, the people out there on the front lines that were warning you You see, two nuclear scientists can speak. And I promise you, Tommy, if we sat behind them on the train and they're having a conversation that we could hear, and they're speaking in that jargon that only those two scientists would understand half those words, we might not understand what they're saying. It doesn't mean that it's not true. I think what's going on, these people don't understand the peril that we're in. So they look at people like us because the media tells them that we're crazy, we're psychopaths, or whatever the fuck. So that's easy. That's easy for me. I just watch it, I absorb it, and whatever it tells me, it's like this thing that dictates to me, right? So just because you don't understand what I'm saying, I want you to remember, those of you that may be on the other side of this debate, I want you to remember when this world comes in, if it comes in, and hopefully we can stop it. But if we can't, I want you to remember that you cheered your own destruction. You gave away your own freedom. When you're suffering, when every move of your life is being controlled, I want you to remember the motherfuckers like me.
And with that,
our next word from our sponsor.
Thank you for Bek, word from our sponsor. Now, what did you see? Jack Dempsey left Twitter. Did you ever think that would happen?
Anytime these people step down, brother, and they're in power, it's not because like something good. I think it's something bad.
Why do you think he stepped down? I was shocked by that.
You don't
were you shocked that he stepped down?
I mean, I'm not shocked anymore. With those, I mean, have you been around the last 2 years? Like, this shit's crazy. Right?
Well, that's why I had texted you about the Social Dilemma. Did you watch that?
Yes.
Those guys were on Rogan. The one guy's name's Tristan, and then the other guy's name's Daniel.
He was like of Indian descent, right?
Yeah, kind of like no.
I think he was.
The one guy
Facebook,
might have been,
for
but
Facebook.
One guy was from. He opened up.
They were high-level social media people.
Right.
Yeah.
So like when you use Google Ads today in social,
I met the guy that created that.
Did it? Well, he was in the documentary.
After I got back from this last trip, I met one of the guys that actually created that for them, which is pretty cool.
So in the Social Dilemma, all those guys are in it. The guys that invented Google Drive, Google Ads, Facebook shares, Twitter shares, likes, all that stuff. They're all in the thing, no longer there. And when you watch it, and you realize what they're doing, which you already knew. You actually mentioned it last time.
Echo chamber, bro.
Yeah, I mean, they're taking everything that you
chambers.
do, and they're building a conscience for a machine. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, that's why it says, what do you think?
And
they know what we think better than us with their simulations.
But Beck, I want to know what your opinion is. What's your opinion as to why Dempsey left? Because he was at the top. He was number one.
I think because he knows what's coming next. He doesn't want to be the target of all the hatred that's going to come towards them. I think people are waking up. So I think, let's be real. He stepped down, but does that not mean he's still not?
I'm sure he's getting something, right?
No, but like you're going to tell me like he's still probably not calling the shots behind the scenes. Come on.
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you.
I mean, what do you think? I think.
Well, we'll get Rob's opinion. I think you're right. On the first thing, I think he's made a ton of money. I think he knows what's coming, obviously, because he was at the top of the board. And I think what he knows is coming in the future, he doesn't want to be a part of. He's made his money. Maybe he's a decent guy deep down, and he just wanted to get... It's possible. It's not impossible.
Once you've sold yourself, brother.
Well, maybe he woke up and said, look, this is really bad. Because remember, they know way more than whatever the Social Dilemma people know that aren't there anymore. Than I know and you know and whoever else knows. He knows the real deal. The fucking guy ran the company. Why do you think he stepped down?
What if he didn't step down? Meaning, he stepped down. He's saying he stepped down. They just tell him to go into the hiding, and you can still control. We just want to give it that look that you stepped down. I don't know if he gave up that power.
Because they were blaming everything on him, right? So maybe you are right.
It's easy to say that.
Oh, you've been right.
It was on your show. I said that by the end of November we'd see
You did. He did say that. Yeah.
Deadly version of this, supposedly, or at least the illusion of it. And I'll be honest, I'm very worried right now. Because here's the problem. You make these predictions, right? And I call them forecasts because it's not like I'm just guessing, right? I'm paying attention. I've been paying attention for a very long time. 2 years before this whole thing started, I told my family, I said, America's going to collapse within the next 5 to 10 years. And they looked at me like I was a fucking asshole. And you know how hard it is to speak like that, brother? Like, to get in front of your family in a gathering, 50, 60 people, everyone's having a good time. And you're that one fucking asshole that comes in and says, listen, we're all here. I'm glad that we're here. While we're all here together, I need to tell you what I think's coming. Because if I don't warn you, I'm not your family. You see, it's like, Tommy, if you knew tonight that, God forbid, when I leave here, I won't make it back to my hotel because something happens. You would, if you're a good human being, if you're my friend, you would, let's just say you had a vision, you saw something that's going to happen to me, and you know that your visions come true, right? Or you saw a dream and your dreams come true. So if you don't try to stop me, you're not my friend, bro. You're my fucking enemy. Because if you know I'm going to my demise and you don't give me a heads up, you're not my fucking friend. Because if you know something's going to happen to me and I walk out that door and you don't stop me, that means you're my enemy, right?
Agreed.
So all these years of researching, and most of my knowledge, I'm going to be very frank here, comes from the spiritual side. I believe in God. I worship God. I've studied the signs. I've studied the Abrahamic faiths deeply. So it's not just like like those three religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, and where they overlap, and it's amazing how much of it does. It's kind of where my foundation for these forecasts comes from. And, as much as I want to steal credit, I can't, because these men, in my opinion, were sent down by God to warn humanity. So using that knowledge and then analyzing what's going on and paying attention is how I've come to these predictions. A lot of the problems we have in society today, this is not the first time, Tommy. If you believe in the Creator, right? If you believe in a higher power, and especially from the Abrahamic traditions, right? There was these societies that were destroyed when certain things were done, when certain things were accepted. And I'm not here to debate any of that stuff. Do what you want with your life. It's between you and the Creator. But if we look back in history, places like Sodom and Gomorrah and Pompeii, look at fucking Pompeii, bro. Pompeii, Italy, if you study their history, right? We go there, like, we're in Italy. Let's go to Pompeii. Let's go see some fucking dead people frozen in stone. And their last, can't we go to, Disney World? People, let's go to fucking Pompeii. What the fuck do you want to see there? You want to see a bunch of motherfuckers like this? You could tell, their last moments. I don't think it's by accident, Tommy, that those people were in stone. They had more brothels than they had read the history of it. It's crazy. They must have found, I think, in such a small place, 100 brothels, right? For women, for children, for men. They were
really?
Even kids, bro, yeah. Okay, even the graffiti. I don't think it's an accident that it was preserved the way it was. I think God left it as a sign. You do this shit, this is what happens to you. That type of stuff. But getting back to my point. So a lot of that knowledge came from looking backwards. And I feel like to understand what comes next, all you got to do is look back. And that's the brilliance of history. And this is what makes me so angry about people, is that you see the warning signs that have already happened in the past, maybe in a different way. So now they're not coming to your house and saying, I don't like what the fuck you say. Bang, bang, bang. That's how they did it in World War II, right? You said this motherfucker, bang, bang, and they just threw you in the ditch. Now they just push a button. They say this word, stop them. Don't. So that's happening. It happened to the most powerful man in this country. Starts with a T, rhymes with hump. Okay?
You might have got a little too close on that one.
So, but what I'm saying is, I'm not some fucking genius, brother. What makes me upset is so many people are so fucking ignorant. Nobody reads anymore, brother. Reading was I believe, a divine gift that God gave humanity, to write and to read, to comprehend.
And if you have read, you would know that history always repeats itself. It always does. Like that would be saying this is the end. We're not going to evolve. Of course we're going to evolve. We always evolve.
You know why I think it's different this time? You see, so when you study the scriptures and biblical and the Quran and right, you study these books and you study the words of these prophets and what they've projected, right? And some of it you have to either interpret or it's literal or you don't really know until you look back. I think throughout history, it was they did this, God destroyed that place. They did this, God destroyed that. But now the whole world is on the same frequency, basically. So and I'm not picking on hip hop, but for example, where I would look at the Korean channel, put the Korean channel on, and they're in Korean, they're rapping. So it's not like they're doing Korean music anymore. They're doing Korean hip hop. We've become one big blob as culture, which to me is sad because you're seeing all these, to me, the beauty of this life. It's the most anti-racist thing you could say. is all the differences in culture and people, their ethnicities, their culture, their foods, their language. It's fucking what makes the world so magical, bro. And we put on everyone's wearing the same fucking clothes, singing the same songs. They're doing the same thing in Albania, bro. 30 years ago, we were probably one of the most ancient people in the world. Now you put on our TV, it's, yo, fuck this, fuck that, fuck, eat this, bitch, you'll kill it in Albanian. I'm like, dude, how the fuck we got to this?
Well, that's another way of evolution.
Poison the mind. It's not evolution. That's the evolution. You're poisoning the mind. You're filling the mind with garbage, bro.
It's evolution.
And I love hip-hop, but I don't know what the fuck happened to it.
It evolved. It sells.
I feel like it went here, and it was phenomenal. Shout out to Wu-Tang. I love you. Nas.
Yeah, Tupac.
Havoc of Mobb Deep, a good friend of mine. But this new shit that came out, what the yo, you're not even saying words.
Yeah, you can't understand. And there's no meaning unless
you listen to hip-hop?
I listen to Chris Brown. Period.
Chris Brown.
Period. Because every one of his songs is a story. So I can listen to the words and there's a story in it. And for me, it's therapeutic to me because I
like Chris Brown. You should listen to my boy. He just dropped his first track. Shout out to Dre.
No, I'll listen to him. Yeah.
Amazing. DRILAHU.
I will.
Moonlight. Sick song, bro.
I play it, but you know what happens if we play it on YouTube.
So but I want to wrap back because this is important, man. We went deep off the thing. So for me, it's like I see all these red flags. So I'm in these family gatherings, right? And I'm the only asshole. And I'll call, like, can I FaceTime my cousin right now?
Sure.
You want me to prove
do whatever you want.
I want this to go on the record, okay? So we'd be at these family gatherings, and I'd be the only one, like, listen, things are not good. We're all here. I need to tell you this because if I don't tell you this, I'm not your family. I know something's coming. I can't say how it's going to come, but I know we're in trouble, and I know we're in big trouble. And they would look at me like this, like, yo, you're on the show right now. How long in advance was I warning our family about stuff going down?
I would say we're in 2021, around 11 years now.
And how accurate was my predictions?
I would say around 85 to 90% accurate.
Thank you for your time. Where are you right now? I gotta go, but I appreciate your time. Yo, well, let me ask you another question. Did your family used to think I was fucking crazy, right?
Yeah.
They used to say, don't listen to him, he's fucking stupid, be honest.
Some would say that.
He's crazy, no?
Yeah.
I'll see you later. So imagine being that one guy. So I go back to the analogy of two nuclear scientists. So I didn't take offense to it. I'm like, these people have never even studied their own religion. You know, it's funny because everybody in the world wants to judge like Muslim, Christian, Jew. They don't even know their own fucking religion. I see people get into arguments over religion. I'm like, and I'll say, like, when's the last time you even went to church, bro?
That's the funniest thing.
They can't even quote their own book, and then they want to judge Islam, for example. This is why we are where we are. It's ignorance. You see, ignorant people, as much as I can't stand their stupidity sometimes, they need to realize, like, you know, like there's times where I shouldn't speak because what do I know, you know? And I'll give you an example, and this is why we are where we are. After 9/11, you know, in New York City, there was some hatred, man. People were targeting the poor Sikhs, you know, the guys with the turbans. They thought they were Arab. They looked similar, but they weren't Arab. And these people were getting killed for no reason, like hit, beat up. People were looking to let out that rage, right? So you would hear the ignorance, you know, and you would hear people going, you know, F these Muslims and F their Allah. But let me show you how ignorant people are. And what's weird, something changed on Google, by the way, but that probably just got
God.
So, you know, most Christians, right, if you sit down and talk to them, they don't even know the basics, bro. Like, what are the basics? Like, if I believe in Jesus Christ and I love him, and I do love him with all of my heart, right, I should know the basics of Jesus. What do I mean by the basics? I should know what language he spoke. And I challenge anyone that's listening to this broadcast, the next time you're in a group and people want to talk about religion, just say, hey, how many of you know what language Jesus spoke? They don't even know the name of it. Like 9 out of 10 times when I ask someone, bro, he spoke Greek, he spoke Latin. If they're a little bit smarter, they'll say Hebrew, which is close, but that's still not the answer.
But you know, a lot of that's a cop-out. A lot of people use
Aramaic,
God
right?
as a cop-out.
I know, but what I'm trying to get at, here's my point. And the correct answer is Aramaic. Now, if you go and search...
How the fuck did you know that?
Well, the movie Passion of the Christ was made in...
Hold on, I have to know how he knows this. How do you know that?
Went to Catholic school as a kid.
So did I. I guess I didn't listen.
So the movie Passion of the Christ with Mel Gibson was
Mm-hmm.
made in Aramaic, and the lead actor, Jim Caviezel, who played Jesus in the movie, I met him, by the way.
Congratulations.
And I used to work with his brother. That was the weirdest shit. His brother sold timeshare, but he's like an A-list fucking celebrity.
Yeah.
And he brings him to the office. It was, it was fucking like your brother's like A-list actor. You're selling timeshare with me, like.
Aight.
There's a big fucking difference, right? But getting back to the point, he learned that language for the movie. But what I'm saying is, you're in these group settings, like you can just see how much knowledge people have, right? So why are you, if someone, you have a vision and you can see and you're educated in a certain thing, why even frustrate yourself? Try to see like who's my company right now? Who am I actually sitting with? Sometimes it's better just to stay silent when you know more. But what I'm trying to get at is, you'll ask them like, what language do you speak? They don't even know. So you don't even know like a basic fact about Jesus Christ, right? And you want to judge other religions? Shame on you. Shame on you. You don't even know your own faith. You know, I'll blow your views, and I'll give you another example. And I always ask my Christian brothers and sisters, how did Jesus Christ pray? They'll say on his knees. I go, I don't know. Is it how he prayed? They go, I don't know. I say, okay, go to Matthew in the Bible, chapter 26, verses 36 to 39, and I'll quote it. And Jesus went a little further and fell on his face and prayed. Oh, my Father, if this cup can pass me, not as I will, but as thou wilt. Look it up. I dare you. Is any Bible here?
So you don't think we evolved at all?
But listen to me. So how did it explain Jesus prayed? With his face on the ground. Who prays like that?
I have no idea.
What religion prays with their face on the ground?
No idea.
Muslims. So when we
that's right.
when we
I did know that.
So let me ask you another question. We all see the images of the Virgin Mary, right?
Mm-hmm.
Peace be upon her. The most blessed woman ever walked the earth, right? She was dressed, right? Covered. Whose women dressed like that? Muslim women. So you're calling these women oppressed, and you hate them for dressing the way Jesus Christ's mother dressed. I mean, do you see the stupidity? So this is happening after 9/11. So there's this hatred and there's this division when there's actually more that these two have in common than they don't, and you're listening to a television which is making you hate your neighbor, hate your fellow human being. You're passing judgment on millions of people that are now dead that had nothing to do with what happened that day. And that's how we ended up in places like, you know where, overseas for 20 years, trillions of dollars. And the right's guilty of that too, bro. We got to call them out for what it is. So what I'm saying is, it's this lack of ignorance that has led us down this dark road where people don't even know that they're being fucked right now, which is why our country is where it is and where it's heading. It is the ignorance and the lack of understanding and compassion that we've had for each other and for the world that has led us. And I hate to use it, but I think what's coming for us, every last one of us has blood on our hands. All these wars, the money that we spent, that tax money that was yours, me and you have bodies on our hands, brother. We never pulled the trigger. So if you believe in the divine power, you believe in the creator who's just, eventually shit comes back to hit you, bro.
And me personally, I think we just evolve. I think it's as simple as that. I think we've been humans long enough now, and we're starting to go into the phase of evolving into something else.
Do you believe like in the theory of evolution? Honestly.
Yeah.
I just got one question.
I have an open mind.
I just got one question, though.
But let me finish, because I let you finish.
Go ahead.
Let me finish. So I think that I believe in evolution. However, with that being said, I have an open mind, because I don't fucking know. You know, we're not meant to know. I have my opinions and my theories, but I have an open mind. So in other words, my mind could be changed at any second. But at this moment, do I believe in evolution? I don't know how you can't believe in evolution.
I think it's real simple, actually. I actually broke up dying laughing like a few nights ago. I don't know if it was I was tired or whatever, but I was just like, yo, there's monkeys here. There's us here. Where's all the motherfuckers in the middle? Like, they should have survived at least, right? We have the first step of that process, right? And we're the last step. Some of those motherfuckers had to survive in the middle.
Do you know who did survive?
Who?
Cockroaches.
Yeah, but I'm talking about...
They did. They fucking survived all the ice ages. They did.
We don't really know, man.
Well, you didn't know that? Wow, finally
Now,
I know something you don't know.
As far as technology, I understand like advancement and all that stuff. I really believe most of this stuff, like this shit right here, was literally demonically inspired.
What does that mean, demonically?
Fourth dimension, parallel dimension.
Yeah.
Okay, because if you look
now
at,
I'm with you.
If you look at like how we fucking, if you look at that curve, I forgot what it's like the.
It's called the string theory.
No, the curve of like how.
Well, what happened was
how technology went like we were like
within 100
this.
years, it flew. It went skyrocket.
Like yes, and speaking of rockets.
No, can I give you my opinion on that?
ahead.
Okay, so I think that the reason it skyrocketed so quick was because they do have extraterrestrial, ships, whatever, and they reverse engineered things, and were able to develop things like this and crazy shit that we never had in 100 years. I mean, in 1921, okay, because we're in 2021 as of now, okay, that's 100 years. Imagine the difference in that 100 is insane. Right, that you just said it yourself.
It's literally like this.
Now, prior to that, you go 1801 to 1901.
It was like, I made a new version of the hoe.
It was like you made a
different style hammer.
Yeah, you made a brush to brush your horse better to pull you, right? So, in my opinion, I think it's possible that they have a craft from other life, and they were able to reverse engineer part of it to develop things like you and I see every day.
What I think has occurred, and people are going to think I'm off my fucking rocker, is when we look back at people like Aleister Crowley.
And just for one thing, anybody that says that you're off your rocker is an asshole, because that means they don't have an open mind. I think no matter what.
It's a theory.
Right. No matter what. Like, so whatever you believe, I believe, he believes, this guy believes, you should always have an open mind, because maybe you know something more than I know. Maybe I know something more than you know. Or you can just think about it.
Or maybe that piece that I need, you have, and we combine forces, some crazy shit comes out.
Like us three guys are sitting here. He's got a little bit of an opinion. You got one, I got one. And if you don't have an open mind, then to me, you're a moron.
And an asshole.
And an asshole. Because you should always be open-minded, because you don't know everything. And that's a big problem in the scientific community.
I think there's a push to really make humanity feel or think that they were created by aliens. Some call this the New Age movement. And I feel like there's this conditioning that's been going on for the last 70 years to kind of like make us feel like these things are real, they exist. And I do believe in aliens, but the aliens, in my opinion, are look in the mirror, right? So I go back now to the spiritual reference. From the Abrahamic faiths, we're not from this earth. We were the ones cast down. We were the ones that fell from grace, as they call it, from the heavens.
Like planted a seed.
Okay, but from that perspective, we believe in what, and I'll use the English terminology for it. Okay, in English, just the demonic realm. But the problem with demon is that we think of them all as evil. Okay, because that word demon doesn't leave room for any type of other creature, only to be bad, right? And I'm gonna get to that in a second.
I agree with that.
And I'm gonna tie it back to the Bible and the Quran. So, Adam and Eve were the first humans, etc., etc. We all know the story, but there was a species on this earth before us, and that species was the species of Satan, the devil.
But what is Satan?
Based on what religion you interpret, these are beings made of fire. They're in a parallel dimension to us. They have free will. We were not the first creatures made with free will. Angels are creatures made of light, and they have no free will. They're literally soldiers of God, right? So from the Christian perspective, they say that the devil was a fallen angel, and I find that to be a little inaccurate. And no offense to my Christian brothers and sisters. The Islamic interpretation is that the devil was of a species known as the jinn, which is where the word genie comes from. You rub, the genie comes out, it makes you a wish, right? But you basically sold your soul, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
It's an Arabic word.
Yeah.
So it says that when God created Adam, he commanded all of the angels to bow, to pay respect to Adam, because God gave Adam knowledge, right? And only one person didn't bow, and that was Satan, right? But if Satan was an angel, angels don't have free will. He would have not been able to disobey that commandment. So that's when the war started, right? So God created Adam and Eve. Everyone that lived up in the heavens was given the order, I made this new being, it has knowledge, pay respects to this being, Millions and millions of angels, picture the scene in heaven, as far as the eye can see, millions and millions of angels all show a sign of respect except one, stands defiant because he had free will. Couldn't have been an angel. So that perspective of this species is known as the jinn in Arabic. They've lived on earth long before us. They had free will. They, just like us, fought wars, killed each other, back and forth. And I'm going to tie it all together if we got time, but it's fucking crazy. I think I know, kind of how deep this shit goes, to be honest. It's fucking crazy, bro.
Well, you can go down a wormhole, like...
Solomon.
Nothing.
This all goes back to Solomon, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The prophet, peace be upon him. He's in all three religions. He's in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Solomon, the obsession of the occult with Solomon was that Solomon, every prophet had a superpower. Moses could part the Red Sea. Jesus walked on water, right? Solomon had the power to rule every living creature on earth, seen and unseen. Seen and unseen. So from the spiritual perspective, the demonic realm, they are beings made of fire that we can't see, but they can see us. They live on this earth.
Now, with that theory...
Parallel dimension.
Do you have an open mind with that theory, or you're just dead set on it?
I'm explaining to you how deep this shit goes. So they've been on this earth long before us. When we fell from the heavens, as we were cast down by God onto this trial, that's right, the matrix that God created. This is literally a matrix that God designed to test us, right? From the spiritual perspective, from Christianity, Judaism, Islam. We were brought into earth to be tested, right? These beings are still here. And there's good ones and bad ones. They're not all bad because they have free will. There's ones that obey God and there's ones that don't. The ones that obey God, they stay away from us. They don't interfere with our lives and our world. The ones that are aligned with the devil, because that war started in heaven, the ones that are aligned with Satan, they attack us however they can. They whisper thoughts into our minds. They try to pollute our hearts and to lead us astray and to harden our hearts like rocks. Because when a human being goes against... So when God made Adam, he said, bow. Because when a human being obeys the Creator, is higher than the angels. A being that does nothing wrong. A being that can't do anything wrong. Why would God make these magnificent, beautiful beings, angels, bow to a creature like us? Because when we act out of our own free will, in accordance with that Creator, we are higher than the angels. When we act only based on eat, drink, taste, smell, our senses, our hedonistic tendencies, we are lower than the animals because only an animal lives off instinct. Eat, drink, fuck, suck. Is this all there is to life, man, huh? Eating, drinking, sucking, fucking. Like Tony Montana said, right?
Yeah, you get close. He's right there looking at you.
When a human being only acts on those
Yeah.
principles, you are lower than a beast. And that's what's going on in this world. Most people are not doing what's right. They just want what's for me. YOLO. YOLO is a very dangerous term. It's a demonic term. You only live once. Because if this is all we got, I tell people, why the fuck we even working? You know what I mean? Like, so this thing started over there. There are beings on this earth that work with that dimension. They've figured out ways, okay? They've opened portals. And I believe the agenda is we're going to see fucking aliens, but they're not really aliens, bro. We know that the demonic realm can shapeshift. We know the devil, Satan, when he created music first. He brought music to Cain, the son of Adam. He shapeshifted into a human to teach them how to play instruments. So we know that there's your shapeshifters that they talk about, because all these other people talk about reptilians and shapeshifters. Yeah, okay, they're right, but you're still talking about the same group. These ain't fucking aliens. We're the fucking aliens. This is not home. These beings were here before us, and they don't like us. Not all of them. The ones that believe in God and stay with Him, they stay away from it. The ones that don't. So that's why I think when people do like an ayahuasca trip, and I feel like it shows them that other side. And depending what comes through there, sometimes they're good ones and like, hey, and then sometimes they're fucking, you hear these stories where like, yo, dude, it was crazy. That's why I'm scared of ayahuasca. It's not because I don't think it can help you.
You're afraid of what you might see.
I'm afraid because I know I got a target on my back.
I want to try DMT. I think that would be the better one because that was naturally occurring back then.
These beings don't like when we teach people about them, bro.
Well, people can't handle it.
They travel at the speed of light. We know this from Solomon.
I've had a guy in that already can do it.
How do we know from Solomon? Solomon had the power to rule over every living creature on earth. This is if you believe, people that claim they're Christian, Jewish, or Muslim. They should understand this. So people that are not, just understand that Solomon was one of the most interesting characters in these religions.
Well, whether you believe it or not, everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Now
right?
remember, the Temple Mount.
You're on this one.
The Temple Mount is where Solomon's temple used to be. Right? Just understand, there's actually places that people believe that's where the temple, this is all connected is what I'm trying to say, bro.
Right. I'm trying to get you to connect it.
So here's the connection. He had the power to control them. And in certain passages in the Quran, they worked for him and they helped him build his temple. They went to the bottoms of the oceans, which we still can't even really do right now.
See, now I believe in the bottom of the oceans. There's full cities down there. You can see it. If you really do your research, there's cities down there that we can't get to. We can't get to them yet. So there was like Clematis Street, for an example, in Palm Beach. Like there was streets, cities, roads. It's just too deep. We know more about space than we do about the fucking ocean, which is pretty amazing.
You agree?
Right?
You
No,
agree.
I do agree. No, 100%.
So from some of the verses in the Quran, for example, and I use all 3 books, and I read all 3 books, and I love all 3 books. These beings were able to dive down there and pull out pearls that were huge, right? And it says that Solomon decorated his temple with these treasures from the bottom of the ocean that we can't even go now. So they were able to teleport, they were able to shapeshift, and they were able to do things that defy science. I think a portal must have opened. They figured out a way to come in from that dimension into this dimension, and there's some type of way that they're all going to flood into this dimension. And we're going to see aliens, but they're not aliens. They want us to think they're aliens. These are demonic beings who have an agenda to make us not believe in God. And they're going to do crazy shit. You might see your dead grandfather from 30 fucking years ago, but it's not him.
See, I think there's one of 3 things.
He's like, all right, this will be the last time Bek Lover is on the show.
No, I'm just giving you my opinion. No, just back and forth. So I think either it's dimensions. So when you die, you go to another dimension. Now,
Absolutely.
You don't remember this at all, but you're in another dimension. And the reason I believe that, well, one of the facts behind it that's simple to understand is like a deja vu, which I've said before. Like you think you were somewhere, but you were never there. Okay? So I think either when you die, you have too much energy. It's got to go somewhere. So I think it either goes to another dimension, but you never remember this life. That's one of my theories. 2 is that back then in Jerusalem, they were hammering mushrooms. There was mushrooms all over the place. The best of the best, by the way. And
Yeah, I never knew that.
yeah, the best of the best shit.
Even now?
I'm sure it's not there now, but when this was all happening. So, again, I have an open mind. So, Christ, floating up and walking on this shit. Part of me believes that that's them hallucinating with all the mushrooms around there. Because if you look at where they were when all this went down, in Jerusalem I'm speaking of, mushrooms were everywhere. So it's very...
This is the most interesting theory I've ever heard.
It's highly likely that the mushrooms may have made them hallucinate for these such things to happen. This is just a theory, and I have an open mind. So anybody watching, I'm not against God or whatever. I have an open mind, okay? Now, with that, those mushrooms had to be there. The DMT at that time was active in the brain. It had to be, because it gave the man the balls to go up to a tiger that will eat him in 2 seconds, to walk up to the fucker and stab it with the stick or fork or whatever the hell they had back then. But when they're on the mushrooms and the DMT is actively working in the brain, you got balls of steel. So you'll go up to that fucking lion and fuck it up so you have food for your family, okay? So that floating up stuff, floating down stuff, the guy on fire stuff, the apple, the walking on water, I think, my opinion is that's them hallucinating, right? And we evolve so quickly due to the DMT and mushrooms. That's 1, or 2 actually. 3, aliens or other life, whatever you want to call it, or higher being, God, same thing, whatever. Whatever your higher being is, basically your God, right? So I think it's very possible that...
God source, as they say, right?
Yeah, so I think it's very possible that, just to make it in simple terms to understand, not you, but just in general that aren't into this shit, is that other life or the higher being threw seeds down, just to make it simple again. And they grew, and, you know, it was whatever the first looking like human was, and that wasn't good enough, so fuck it, wipe them out. Ice Age. Boom. They're done. The cockroaches stay, you know, whatever. Then they throw more seeds down. A gazillion years go by. They don't like it. Now they're, because you know there's 4 Ice Ages. Proven. Boom. Blow that one up, okay? We don't like it.
You know, this is also interesting, not to cut you off.
Sure.
In almost every single religion, there's some record. All the ancient cultures that they've looked, there's some record, I don't know if anybody knows this, of the Great Deluge. The Great Flood.
Yeah.
Like Noah's flood. Almost every ancient culture has some story of that in it, which I find fascinating.
Everyone that I've read, too, when I was bored.
Like, I'm talking about cultures that have nothing to do with Christianity, Islam, or Judaism.
And I don't mean bored that the books are bad, just meaning I was in a situation where I needed something to read. But, so I think that, okay, and then, you know, they come down, another Ice Age, boom, we don't like what we see, whack them out, boom, boom, boom. Then you have the last one that we know of, I guess on record, would be the dinosaurs. You whack them out, throw it down, okay, now we like this. And now here we are now.
Interesting creatures, by the way. Amazing. I feel for some reason like, why did God, it's always fascinating me, why was it this planet? Why was it always this planet?
Well,
with all these different
How do you
creations?
know it's just this planet?
Well, what I'm saying
You can't even see what's in the Milky Way.
From the Abrahamic perspective, right? It seems like for some reason he kept using this planet for all these other creations. You know, like the dinosaurs, the jinn or the demonic realm. Remember, they were made before us.
Yeah, but you got to remember that you don't know what's out there.
I know we don't, but I'm just saying based on those philosophies. But I got a question for you. Let's say, you ever seen like Jurassic Park, the movie, and they find like the one thing frozen, and then they were able to make the whole park from the DNA, right? Remember the movie?
Sure.
What would you do, Tommy, if they found perfectly fossilized mushrooms from that time in Jerusalem? Would you fucking take them or not?
The problem is,
Be honest.
Hell yeah, but I'm allergic to them, so I'm screwed. So I'm stuck with DMD.
Fucking next thing you know, Tommy's walking on water.
Or no, I think I'm walking on water, or us three take it, and you think I'm walking on water, and write it down so that you can write a book. And now he's writing one story, you're writing one story, I'm writing one story, but we're all there at the same time, but we all have different opinions, and whoever has the best story gets the pussy.
Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
There you go.
And Paul twice on Sunday.
Yes.
So he might have got it twice on Sunday. So, you know, you got these stories in there that contradict each other, but they're all at the same place at the same time. That's where I kind of had a problem with it. So it was almost like who could gain the most juice or power from the best story that happened. I think they were hallucinating. Now, I'm not saying that there wasn't a God or a Jesus Christ. I'm sure there was a
You believe there's a higher power that started all this?
There has to be. There has to be. I don't see how it's impossible. There has to be. I don't know that it's someone who floated up or wherever, but absolutely, there's no ifs, ands, or buts in my mind that there's a higher power. There has to be. It just doesn't come out of fucking nowhere. Now, the universe never ends and it never begins. It's constantly expanding. Every second of every day. Massively expanding. However, there has to be. Unless it's a simulation. That was the other theory, that this could just be like a Minecraft.
But it is a simulation.
But I mean, like
it's a simulation, in my opinion, created by the creator. The minute you wake up, you realize, shit, I was an eternal soul. I was put into that body just to see how the fuck I was gonna. So people go like,
why never looked at it like that? People, know what? I guess that could be simulation too, right?
It is, because, especially from the Islamic perspective, they say like the second you die, when you realize what this all really was, and everything that you mocked, and everything you thought was a joke, and that there actually was a God. It's like you literally, they call it the dunya, right? They call this world in Arabic the dunya, which means like the lowest point, the lowest level. And I find it interesting that they say like the lowest level. And they talk about the 7 firmaments and 100%, brother, parallel dimensions and all this stuff. So for me, getting back to this whole thing, the greatest discovery was made in physics about 10 years or so, maybe more. I could be, a little off with the amount of years because it's been a little crazy. Was the discovery of the God particle. The Higgs boson is the scientific terminology. The largest machine in the world.
Yeah, I know. It shoots that fucker around. Yeah.
No, that's how they discovered it. So it's called CERN,
Yeah.
You could look it up online. Their logo's 3 6s, by the way. And they accelerate particles at the speed of light to create basically, from my understanding, I'm not a physicist, to create basically like wormholes.
No, I think there's wormholes for sure.
Black holes.
Do you know
where
what
they were able to observe this particle for the first time in history. Now, what I'm getting to the point is, basically, you're observing matter in a different dimension. Now, it's confirmed, right? So here's the part. What's to say there's not something living in that dimension?
There is. Yeah.
So, my theory is this fucking thing is literally the Stargate. It's going to allow that dimension to come in. Oh, we're being attacked. So they're making a joke of like, oh, there'll be an alien invasion. But there really will be, but not the way people think it'll be, is my opinion. And that's why they're declassing all this shit, getting people ready for whatever this great thing may be. And I think they're bringing us down very low vibrationally because these motherfuckers feed off of our fear and our anxiety and our stress. And they love a human being to forget that they're connected to the power that gave them life. And they forgot their way and who made them and how they're supposed to treat each other. And we're not supposed to be separated by race or creed. That God could have made us all one people, but he purposely didn't, to see how fucking stupid we would be. That I would judge another man based on his skin color. That I would hang him off a tree or kill him or tell him he can't work. So to me, that is a part of the simulation that the Creator made, saying, you forgot who you are. You're all brothers and sisters. You're all designed to be equal because you all have brains. Yet you're looking at the most shallow fucking thing.
But let me ask you something. You actually think that people with our IQ, human beings, you put 4 million or however many million, billion, whatever, are in the U.S., let's just stick with the U.S., you actually think that they're all going to get along for hundreds and hundreds of years?
And what was the first murder over? A woman.
Well,
why is there always a fight in the fucking club? Yo, can't we just, listen, she doesn't like you, she doesn't want to be with you, just leave her alone.
But what you said is just, it's asinine, because there's no way you're going to have that many people and everybody's going to get along. So that's just like a myth that you want, and we all want, but is never in a million years going to happen. Never. You're never going to have a society that all gets along, because there's too many opinions and emotions. And like you said, who was the first killing? Of course it was a broad, because she probably fucked on him. You know what I mean? I mean, that would be I can understand why that would be the first guy who got his head blown off.
It's your cousin.
Yeah, well, there's probably only 3 of them.
Well, you know that science has proven now, by the way, that we all did have at one point a common ancestor.
Yeah, I know.
You can't even rule out Adam and Eve.
I agree with that. No, I rule out Adam and Eve.
My father and my mother, wherever they are.
You actually think that they ate an apple?
My second child's name is Adam.
I'm not knocking it. An apple, though? Yeah. Beck, you believe in the apple
God
thing?
believe in people. I don't think it was an apple. I believe it was a fruit, but I don't believe it was an apple.
And then what do you think happened after the fruit?
Unfortunately, this type of a debate out of context will make me look stupid. But if we were to sit down and do a real session, I'll blow your fucking mind away.
You might. And
now, here's my
maybe
thing.
You could tell me on it.
Here's my thing. Getting back to the simulation, that we are in a simulation.
I got to ask this, because you're the guy to ask this. I want to know what you think a black hole is.
I think it's literally a portal to another dimension.
Okay, they proved that. I want to see if you know. They proved it. And
Did they?
Yeah, they proved it. Yeah.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to tell you.
Because remember, they used to think that it sucks you in and destroys you. They've proven now that it's actually, the theory is the strong theory, and they have as much proof as they can with the technology that we have now, or letting us know now, that the black hole sucks you in and spits you out to another universe and or dimension.
I think it's probably how these beings travel.
Yeah, because how are you going to get through the fucking matter? When we had Robert Beto, who him and his team developed the anti-propulsion system to get to Mars in 7 days. It can go 99% at the speed of light.
But it hits matter.
You
said this on the last episode.
So if you spit at it, you're going to blow the fucker up. But like you said, so what would be the way to get through it?
It's like a bending, like a walls. Maybe this is the way the angels do it, and the jinn or the demonic realm.
That would make sense. But when you have to hit that at the exact right time, or you're done for. I mean, you would have to calculate that, like.
So I invite people to read and study if you're into this, like UFO stuff and alien stuff and Anunnaki. People use that term. It all goes back to Aleister Crowley, brother. Father of the occult. He went and meditated in the Pyramid of Giza. He sees a vision. He doesn't call it an alien. He calls it a being, like a god. He makes a picture of it. He drew it. Look it up. It's lamb. Okay? It looks like a fucking gray alien. All of a sudden, his buddy's Scientologist, the guy that made it, Scientology. They believe there's like an alien god in a volcano, right?
Can you do me a favor? I haven't had anybody explain this to me correctly. What the fuck is Scientology?
I'm not an expert, man. Nuts, it's a religion, bro. I'm not attacking. Everyone has a right to believe.
I'm not attacking. Yeah, I'm just.
But from my understanding, it turns more towards this theory of we were created by aliens.
Oh,
to my understanding, I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think it's something to deal with that.
Okay.
Okay, and then his buddy was Jack Parsons mentioning rockets. He's the reason we went to supposedly why we went to space, right?
Mm-hmm.
He sees a dream where a being came to him. This is Jack Parsons. Look it up. He's a being named Belial Dajjal. Dajjal is the Arabic word for Antichrist. Because the Muslims also believe in Antichrist. They believe there will be a human being who comes towards the end of time when the world is in chaos. And he will bring a false peace and say, I am the savior of humanity. First he will say, I'm a prophet. Then he will say, I am God in the flesh. But Christians and Muslims, which is what they have in common, and they need to stick together right now, people that believe in God, they believe that there's an Antichrist. Both of us. They're talking about half the world that believes there will be some person that comes towards the end of time who says he's God in the flesh. Or the Messiah, right? Because Antichrist means anti instead of the real Christ, which is Jesus Christ.
And for the record, I don't not think there's a God. This is just my
I know, I'm
theory.
just giving you the philosophies.
Because just in case I'm wrong about all this shit, my mind's open.
Yeah, Christians and Muslims.
I'm not getting fucked.
And Jews, but we're talking about 13 million Jews, but when we talk about Christians and Muslims, we're talking about half the world.
There's Scientology.
Right?
Read that, Rob, just like a paragraph of it.
Scientology is a set of beliefs and practices invented by American author Ron Hubbard, and the associated movement has been variously defined as a cult or a business or a new religious movement. The most recent published census data indicate that in the United States there were about 25,000 followers in 2008 and about 23.
Oh, yeah. And then the next one, it says, Scientology followers believe that a human is immortal, spiritual being, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
It says extraterrestrial cultures.
Actually, yep.
So again, I'm not an expert on it. I'm not.
Yeah, that was a good.
Everyone has
you're
a right.
Pretty right, though.
Yeah, everyone has a right to believe what they want. Because people that don't believe like what I believe think I'm fucking, I'm weird too, right? So like,
because they don't have an open mind.
What I'm saying is, listen, it's weird. If we sat here, bro, with everything we know about life today, and say some dude walked on water, and some dude brought people back from the dead with just his hands, and some guy with a stick parted the Red Sea, they sound like fucking fairy tales, right? Let's be real. But I believe them to be true.
See, I don't believe it.
I believe them to be true. So the Scientologist has the right,
sure,
to believe what they want. Because what's so crazy about what they believe?
Well, what's life if you can't believe what you want?
So that's what I'm saying.
That's
so
your freedom.
I'm not knocking them. I'm just saying. So like, really, everyone has the right to believe what they want to believe.
Yeah, I was just curious to know what.
And we're gonna find out.
Yeah.
When we all die, maybe there's nothing. If not, there just goes to black and that's it. Like The Sopranos, right? That last shot, that's it.
Yeah, that was the shittiest ending ever. Man, and then the movie they came out with. Ugh,
I didn't even see it.
Don't even waste your time.
But getting back to the point of the simulation theory, brother, that God designed the simulation. I think because people always go, well, if God knows everything, then why did he even make any of this? He already knows what's going to happen. It's real simple. You don't know what's going to happen.
That's right.
So he runs you into the simulation. You fuck yourself or unfuck yourself. When you pass away, he's like, here's your test results.
Right.
So it's like God doesn't have to he's right. He didn't have to. He knows the future. You just wake up in hell. Why am I? But that's not justice. Justice is even in the cosmic sense. You go to trial. Here's your fucking shit. You said this. You said that. Tommy, it all started when you were 13. When your mom wasn't looking, you took the cookies out of the cookie jar. That's when you started. You went like this. So what I'm saying is...
Well, at least if you are right, we'll have a fair judge.
The fairest of all. The most just. Seriously. No, I'm serious.
No, I know.
So this is my theory, brother. I believe we are, and I hate to say it, I believe we are entering towards what are considered the signs of the end of this world, of this dimension. But even if it's 200 years from now, that's nothing. That's like a flash in the fucking pan, right? And when we interpret the signs of Christianity and Islam, it's just like it's It's happening, bro. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, people want to say, oh, you're fucking crazy. Because World War II really did a number on the world. Like, when it came to religion, did a number on it. I'm not happy with the scandals, what happened with the church, whether I'm Catholic or not. That wasn't a good thing for anybody that believes in God. Terrorism, right? None of this stuff is good for those that believe in the Creator. Because first of all those things that happen doesn't mean that's what we believe, right? You have free will. If I want time, I could throw this fucking phone at you. You probably fucking throw your mug and break my head. I could do that. Look. So just because I do, those religions say don't kill, love your enemy. You know, I can go on and on and on. If you're not, if me and you make a club, I'm like, listen, the first rule of the club is you can't fucking kill anybody. If you do, you're out. Now there's other clubs where you have to do that, right? But I'm saying, like, we make a club, like, all right, the minute you kill someone, you're out of this club. Half these people couldn't even call themselves a Christian or a Muslim or a Jew. The problem is not religion, Tommy. The problem is a lack of religion and a lack of people even knowing their own religion and a lack of them following the rules of those religions. And the oldest rule of and this is why, and every religion, by the way, in my opinion, came from the higher power. Some of them became very deviated because I believe God sent messengers and prophets all over the earth. And humankind went astray. And he kept sending people down to try to bring us back on the right path. But if me and you ain't doing what we're supposed to do, it's not the religion's fault, man. You find me where it says in Islam, blow yourself up or fucking kill someone.
Well, see, there I disagree with you.
Or in Christianity.
There I disagree with you. Because when you talk about Islam and these guys blowing things up, now, where do you think they're going to go? Hell? Is that where you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
And their religion, the punishment for them, actually, just so you know, the Islamic interpretation, if you commit suicide.
But there's not 5 gods. If there's a God, there's one God.
Yeah, there's only one God.
Okay, now let me finish. Okay? So, if a man is born if he's in Afghanistan, for example, and from the day he's born, all he knows is hurt America. That's all he knows. Like, you know how to talk. You know how to do a podcast. When you were raised to be a good man. Says thank you, you're welcome. You know, finish your dinner plate. You know, whatever it may be.
You were raised a different way.
Right. They were raised that all they know is to blow this shit up. That's all they know. So now they get here, they do what they think they're supposed to do, they end up in jail. Now they get to jail and they realize that that's not how life is. But that's all they know. So now how can you...
I don't say they go to hell. They might have to pay dues.
Right.
On the other side, you pay dues sometimes. It doesn't mean you go to hell forever. See, you don't want... We might go to hell, but we don't want to go there forever.
But do you understand what I'm saying?
It's like doing 3 years and going for life.
But
right?
Beck, do you understand what I'm saying?
I agree with you. See, that's why we could never be that judge. That's why that judge that could have made all of this.
And that would be a hard judgment to make. Because what do you do with a guy who's born into that? What do you do? What do you put him in hell?
No,
he knew no better. That's not fair.
Okay, but see, I don't think that the Creator would do that, you see? So I agree with you on that. And that is the understanding, for the most part.
And it's a very conflictional...
Of the Christian. And so first of all, for example, if we're looking at the Muslim religion, the only sin that is not forgivable, like you might have to pay your dues. They have something called the punishment of the grave. Christianity has a similar concept called purgatory, right? Where you're not in heaven or hell. And they have something called the punishment of the grave, where God maybe makes you pay your dues when you die, but then on Judgment Day, he lets you go to heaven. Either way, if you deserve something, you're going to get it. It doesn't mean you're condemned forever. The only sin that is not forgivable in the Muslim religion, for example, is only one thing. So you might have, let's say you murdered someone, God forbid. You might pay a long fucking time. You might do 1,000,000 years in hell. But eventually you get out.
Now, did you ever think that when you die, there's tons of energy? It has to go somewhere, right?
Absolutely.
Now, let's say you did a bunch of terrible things in your life, but as you're dying, the energy that, that is released from your body, that you're unaware of and humans are unaware of, is good energy. You know, like, for an example, like asking for forgiveness, and to make it simple. So you've killed 30 people, right? But, the month that you're on your deathbed, you realize I shouldn't have done that. Or maybe you even don't. But the energy that's left in you, that leaves you and goes wherever it goes, maybe another dimension. If that energy is good, I think it's very possible that you would go into another dimension that's nice. Like you have a decent life, good family, whatever it may be. If you die and negative energy is released, you might get tossed into a dimension you don't want to be in.
It's the same concept, right?
Same concept, but
still concept of a punishment, of a torment.
Of some sort, yeah.
But I believe that until your last breath, and I guess we're getting back to the comeback team, until your last breath, as long as you do what's right and you try to make amends, the Creator is merciful, man. And I do believe we're in a simulation designed by God, right? We're in that world. We just don't perceive it. But we see the signs if we look. I'm telling you, man, this life is bugged out, Tommy. I don't know. I've seen the divine power, bro.
So I think all you can wish for is just
I've seen crazy shit. I've had dreams come true, bro. Like, I saw the dream and this shit happened. Like, this is some fucking weird shit, bro. Like, the odds of that happening, man. You know, I had a dream somebody was going to die 3 days later and someone very close to my family just dropped dead, right? So, like, I just, like, what's the odds of that, man? What are the fucking odds of that? So, to me, it's like, okay, there's definitely...
Happens to a lot of people.
There's definitely a spirit in there, man. So I just think we're in a time where there's a lot of noise. Humankind has been cut off from their creator. We are seeing the results of the world becoming atheistic. No offense to atheists, but, you know, Europe became atheist. They could say they're Christian, but they stopped believing in God after World War II because all they saw was destruction. And they're like, where's God? Look at what happened. Look how many people, like, you understand what it was to be in World War II? Shit was crazy. So people just said, where's God? Where's God? And I would change the question and say, no. Where were we? Where were you? We got this gift. Look at this gift, man. Look. I can do anything I want, man.
Now, let me ask you this. What do you think happens when technology advances, AI advances, and there's you, but you're actually a robot, okay? That's immortal, but you're mortal. Now, the robot has a conscience. That's what these social platforms are doing. They're building AI to have a conscience, feelings, sadness, happiness, madness. Now, what happens when you come out, but you're a robot, you're AI, and you have feelings, and now there's us, and they're way more advanced than me and you.
Could my robot...
Cold War.
Could my robot go with the Kardashian version of the robot?
You know, that would be a really good question. First,
so basically, what you're saying
the problem is,
so what you're asking,
probably won't look like Kardashian. Probably be like all metal.
What you're asking me is that basically the Terminators come out,
yeah,
but they're not on a mission to kill us right away.
Right.
They're AI. We're still here,
mm-hmm.
But there's a version of me that's AI.
No. So what I'm saying is, so to make it simple, like you were saying, so the Terminator comes out. At first, you know, it's helpful. It's a good thing. But then as time goes on, the Terminator starts to get feelings. They're able to implement feelings into the AI, implement conscience. And this is happening as we speak. It's 100% happening. You can't deny it. I can show you, and you'll believe it after you.
Whoa, was the Boston Robotics or whatever? You saw those fucking things? Could you imagine that thing chases you, dude?
That's nothing.
Could you imagine if that fucking thing's chasing you? You've seen those things?
I have seen them, and that's nothing compared to what they have. And you got to dig, but I'll send you links when you go. So now you have, say, in 30 years, now you have, we'll just call it the Terminator. You have the Terminator. At first, it's a great thing because it helps you out, whatever. But now they have feelings. So now they get mad at you, you get mad at them. But they're immortal, okay? You're not. So then we can't even get the fuck along. So what do you think will happen when that happens? And if you don't think it's going to happen, then Bek, you know it's going to. If you don't think that's going to happen, then I don't know who Bek is. So when that happens,
they just say 2 days ago that they made a computer now that can make more computers.
Yeah,
like they can fuck now or something, right? Like they can reproduce.
Like it
reproduced itself.
It's this crazy thing. So they did this test. Well, it was in China or Korea. Anyway,
it's not here because nothing's made here anymore.
They're communicating. It's too hard to explain. We'll be here all night trying to fucking explain it in simple terms. You got it. I'll show it to you. So anyway,
so basically, I think that would be bad, and we probably would get
Cold War, right?
Cold War. They'll probably be like, "Fuck you, you will die." Not like that. I don't think it'd be a Cold War. I think we'd be wiped out.
But that's what would happen.
Skynet, bro.
They have feelings.
But is that the new Ice Age then? The restart?
Yeah, I think that will be. I think that would be where we get wiped out. Yeah, and then it's done.
Yeah, I'm getting like.
What's that?
And then it restarts, though. Not restarts, but it's a new...
Not if we get wiped out.
Well, we would be wiped out, and then it would be AI.
Yeah, but what if it happens to the point where in the Terminator, remember whatever they called that program? Remember it just... Skynet. What if it destroys everything?
Well, then
start again.
Everything.
Start again.
Well, either way, one of the two. Either either we destroy each other and we hit the button and everything's done.
Blows up, yeah.
And that's probably what would happen, right? We would hit the button.
And then it's a restart.
Because we'd have to.
What if, everyone, because I haven't done it yet, but everyone with these fucking, I got my DNA. I got my fucking, they did the thing in the nose. Part this, part that, part Jewish, part Polish, part...
Yeah, let me tell you something about that. I know the guy who owns the place. It's all bullshit.
You know what I think? I think that's going to a country that maybe doesn't like us too much, or maybe people that are in power. So that so let's just say there's like a nuclear war, right? And most of the world gets wiped out. And these motherfuckers, they definitely have bunkers, bro.
Fuck yeah.
They probably
fucking Rogan has a bunker.
Listen to me. Could you imagine it's like only like... This is a very Roganish conversation we're having here. We went off the fucking... So here's one of my crazy theories, right? I'm not saying I believe this. I'm just saying that it just kind of dawned on me because I like to do something that's called think. And I don't have a problem sitting there by myself and just seeing where that goes.
Oh, you have a brain?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm thinking it's a little more nefarious.
What is
nefarious?
What does that mean?
Like dark.
Dark, yeah.
The reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I think these fuckers, they found a really cute way for us to give them the DNA so that they could Jurassic Park all of us once they wipe us all out.
I'm with you. They
bring us back, and like that guy in Afghanistan. No, this is the way the world is.
I'm 100% with you.
This is the way it is, Bek. They bring me back, but hopefully they can like modify my DNA and give me a fucking like I'm talking about.
Would you freeze yourself?
Fuck no.
No, me neither. Too risky.
I think that's really why, and I think like if there's ever like a nuclear winter. These fuckers, they ride out the storm because you're gonna think about it. There's only like 100 of them, or let's say there's even like 10,000 of them that survive, right? These elite people, like these theories everyone has.
Yeah.
They're gonna get tired of banging the same broads. They're like, fuck, we run. Like, okay, bring this one out. Okay, I have a Dominican. She's 22 when we got her DNA. This is her picture. They grow like so. Maybe that's what it's for. I don't know.
But
you like that theory?
What do you think of that theory, Rob?
I could see that. That'd be pretty cool, though, I think.
Yeah.
Man.
Tommy's like, we're never bringing Bek Lover back on again.
No, this is my thing.
I guess I'm the new Eddie Bravo now, huh?
You're like, I always say, you're like the AJ, but...
Who's AJ?
I'll tell you later because he's banned like a motherfucker.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go that far, man.
No, I'm saying similar. And he's actually right about a lot of shit. Some things the dates are off, but he's right about a lot of shit. I give him credit. He's right.
Does he think the same way I do? Like, it's a demonic agenda?
Yes.
Not an alien agenda?
No, he's more alienish, but I see a lot of similarities between you two. A ton.
Thanks.
So I got one question.
My voice is a lot sexier, though.
You got to wait.
He needs a fucking cough
And you're
drop.
not hammered.
He needs a cough drop.
He does have a good voice, Beck.
He needs a cough drop, Alex Jones.
Well, maybe you'll get on his show.
He sounds like this. But he did some fucking crazy shit.
I want to break his balls just because he's right about shit.
Listen to me, man. What he did with the Grove, he'll have my respect forever on that one.
Yeah.
If you think it's fucking normal for our leaders to wear fucking cloaks and go in front of statues, like that's not fucking normal, bro.
What were you gonna say, Rob?
If you go back to the Bible, right? Talking about the Bible. Talking about Adam, we're talking about Eve. Talking about your apple, Tommy.
Yeah.
What Adam and Eve always portrayed as white, right? White people. How, if there's only two, if they were put here, they're the first man and the first woman, how are there Hispanic, black, Chinese?
I have the answer for that.
Go.
So, based on the Islamic description of this, when God made Adam, he made him out of clay, out of the earth. And if you look at the skin colors of people, it's literally all the different colors of the earth. White people look more like sand. The brown of the earth, the black, the red clay of the Indians. So when God made Adam, he made him with clay. All the different colors of the earth, the mud, the sand, all those different dirts were in his code, bro. Those colors were in Adam based on that philosophy. So Adam, when he gave when those children were born, we don't know how they looked, and to assume they were white is an inaccuracy. Nobody knows. But we know that Adam was made of all the different parts, that God took parts of the earth, different pieces of it, different parts of the mud and the clay and the sand, and he sculpted Adam and then blew his spirit into him.
And I'm not saying this.
So that's how. I hope that answers you. You like that? Is that satisfactory?
That's good. Yeah, I always wondered.
Interesting, huh?
How,
remember, he was made from the earth.
And again, if you believe that, I'm not saying I believe it or not, but if you believe that.
Now, how if?
Now, what you could ask me, which is weird, but
go ahead,
is how do you accept the whole theory of like brothers and sisters marrying and like that's some fucking crazy shit.
Yeah,
that's some real crazy shit. So now
it's hard to even.
It's hard.
I'm not knocking it, but
no.
My understanding of that is like whatever couple, whatever pair was in the womb, they were not allowed to marry. Because supposedly every time she had kids, it was twins. It was boy girl boy. It was always boy girl together. In each pair, they were not allowed.
But the next set was
with the next set.
Or God, higher being, could have put seeds here, seeds here, seeds here. Now,
based on those three fates, that's not what happened.
Okay, I'm just giving you another possibility.
Well, I'm saying, I know. I'm saying on those three traditions, they don't say that.
Okay, so he throws seeds where the sun is hot as fuck, and they're darker, right? So that they don't get burnt. It's because they're out, they're in wherever.
Zimbabwe.
Yeah, where you're, like me and you would get fried, right? So you have to have darker skin so that you don't get, burnt to a fucking
Which
tomato.
is crazy because when we think of like dark color absorbs sun, you would think white reflects it. Like, why do we wear? So, like, it's weird how, like, with the skin color, it's the opposite. Does that make sense, or am I crazy?
Yeah, no. Right, you're saying because like if you're wearing a black shirt and it's hot,
summertime, you're fucking burning. Like, so, like,
but you want to wear light colors so you don't get hot.
Yeah. So then, why is it different with the skin color? It's weird. You think the white would do better in the sunlight? No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
And the whiter it is, like the fucking worse. Like, you ever seen like Irish people, bro? They burn up
right here.
They look like they're like the blood is about to surface to their skin when they're in the sun.
Oh, hell yeah. He's Irish, and I had another one, and they're fucking tomatoes.
Me and you are Adriatic coast. Italians and Albanians, we fucking tan really good. You ever see how fucking...
It takes a lot for me.
We get so dark, bro.
Oh,
another thing that hit me, too, like when we think of, like, racism and stupidity... Like,
wait till I show you this picture.
Like there was, like, racism, right, against people of darker color, but then white people go to the beach to get darker and suntan. It fucking...
You got to get...
Am I crazy that I think these thoughts, man?
No,
I'll sit on the beach and I think like, I'm okay, it's beautiful, and my mind just goes to these fucking places that.
No, it's because
is that a weird thought, Tommy?
No.
Am I weird?
No.
Or am I sitting here saying this is a contradiction? You had white people that were racist towards black people, but meanwhile, they're gonna go and stand on a fucking beach for hours, risk skin cancer to get darker. The fuck?
It's fucking true though. I mean,
yo, you like the way I think, bro? Should Tommy bring me back or no?
This is a good one. When you ever get into religion and all that, you can go deep. We could be here for 2 days.
Yeah.
Which I can't be.
I know. I'm watching for you. I watched for you last time. I got you out on time.
There's a lot of people waiting for me, Tommy. There's a lot of
art based
technotonic.
Where are you headed after this?
I gotta go to Fontainebleau.
Nice place.
I'm picking up some. I'm not staying there, but I got a connection. I can't reveal to. I got to get something so the rest of the weekend goes good. Then I have to go to a yacht that I'm probably going to miss because of this, but it's all right. I'm not a really big fan of boats, man.
No?
Nah.
I can't. Why?
It's just like, fuck that shit, bro. Like, I like to be able to just, like we go out in the ocean, like, I can't come back because we're all together, right? So we all go out fishing. I'm done, right? I had a good time, whatever. I don't want to stay out there all fucking day. I got to wait till all you say it's time to go home. I like to be in control of my destiny at any point in time. If I want to go home, I go home. If I want to get off the fucking boat, so I can't stand that shit.
You're right. You know what? And I always drive. Like wherever I'm going somewhere, and somebody say, "Hey, do you want to come with us?" No. I'll drive. That way I can leave when I want.
Thank you.
I'm with you.
You ever been on? I've never done a cruise. I will never do. No offense to the cruise industry. I have a friend of mine. I won't mention which brand cruise, by the way. When this whole thing started, they docked them right in the harbor. They wouldn't let them get off the boat.
Well, I'm never.
Well, they were jumping. Not forget the customers. They weren't letting the staff off the boat.
I know.
These fuckers ran out of food almost on the boat. They were eating the same shit. They got so depressed, people started jumping off the cruise ship, committing suicide. These are workers. During when this whole problem that we're in right now started, right? The 2 weeks to flatten the curve. When that started,
I know.
he was like, bro, he's like, so many people that I knew, they were just jumping off the ship committing suicide, like, because they would not let them off the fucking boat, bro.
I'll never go on one. You'll never catch my ass.
I've never gone. You?
No, I've never.
The
gone
only
on
cruise I've ever gone on is between New Jersey and New York to go to work with the ferry.
I got screamed at because I wouldn't go on one, but no, I've never been on because I don't like that. I'm like you. I don't like being stuck somewhere. I want to leave when I want to leave.
And then every time I've kind of warmed up to the idea, they're like 600 passengers were infected, so I'm like, fuck this shit. Like even before these outbreaks, there was always something in the news about them. And then how about that time where they got stuck in the Gulf and they had to it took them 100 in today's world with the Navy. It took you 100 days to get these people off that one cruise ship that got stranded in the Gulf. They were up to their knees in waste, bro.
Well, there was the other one.
It was a Carnival, right?
What was the other one that they never
imagine?
found? They never found it. They found parts of it. There was another one. There's multiple, and that's just
the ocean. I love it. I respect it.
Very peaceful.
I'm scared of it. I respect it. That ocean doesn't fuck around.
Hell no.
Okay, I don't. I'm 330 pounds. I could probably float, right?
Yeah, until you get hit
I
by
don't
a
go
fucking
past.
wave or
I don't
a shark
go.
eats
I don't
your
go
ass.
past my fucking barely past my knees, bro. I go to like my waist because I respect the ocean, bro.
It is relaxing. You got to give it.
No, but I'm saying like the respect, bro. Like
fuck yeah. This was all water.
You know, you're from up north, right?
Yeah, Philly.
You went to Wildwood.
Yeah, he's from the same place.
Yeah, what the fuck is it? Like I think we spoke about this last time, but like the Jersey Shore is like in a whole nother dimension. We talk about dimensions.
Oh, you fucked everything at the Jersey Shore.
I mean, it's fucking
everything.
Honestly, I don't like it anymore. Right?
It's not what it used to be. Nothing like it used to be.
It's just shit, bro. No offense to New Jersey. I mean, but I love those fucking those beef sandwiches they used to make with the provolone.
Yeah,
it's all Philly guys.
And you know what? I'm not even a provolone guy. But
shout out to Snow White and Wildwood, yo. Snow White.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know you're talking
If you're watching this, you fuckers, I've been going there for so long. If I opened one of those in the city, in Manhattan, just a cart that does that sandwich, you know how much money? I told the guys, show me how to do the roast beef, man.
Can you open one right now if you wanted to there?
Could, but brother, I'm trying to get out of there, man.
You see, they just whacked out. What happened with Como? They kicked him off CNN.
The brother.
Oh, dude, that was the best thing.
What I saw?
They must have pissed someone off at the time.
He was asking his media sources for like the women that were coming forward. So
yeah,
like, hey, who'd you hear came forward? And they'd be like, oh, you know, Tiffany from whatever. And he was trying to give his brother information about who's coming forward so they could prepare for.
He's a fucking scoundrel.
Motherfuckers.
You know what, man? You know, a lot of people died under his watch, man.
Yeah.
The empty cruise. You had an empty. Speaking of ships, right? Empty ship with the fucking cross that the orange man sent over there, and they put old people that were. Come on. These people deserve. They deserve to be stand for trial and executed.
You fly, obviously.
For probably another week or two, the way this is looking. I think with this next, and I've said on your show, what did I say? End of November.
She
right?
did.
And here we are, and it appeared. And look at the name they gave it. We're not going to mention it.
Yeah, you think with the new thing...
It's the letter that comes after...
Yeah, I know. Don't say it. Listen, do you think that they're going to shut down again?
I told you they will.
If they do,
and it's going to make the first
over.
one. It's going to make the first one look like a joke.
It's over. They shut down again.
And that's why
there's no coming back.
Even you in Florida, like, you guys are not safe.
No.
When this thing comes, for us, it's not going to matter where you live.
Well, there's a doctor, and his name is Dr. Malone, and he's saying that thing that they want, okay, what it's doing is, probably shouldn't even pull that up. I was going to, but I'm not. That thing that they want for everyone, what it's doing is the thing is coming to try to attack, and now it can't attack, right, because of that thing. So now what it's doing is it's changing itself so that it can get through it. And then the thing that they want you to have is of no use to the new thing. Understand? So when that comes, then it's going to be, well, now you need the new thing. Shut down again. Now we're fucked.
And then, but where's all these assholes still worried about if I get it or not? You're worried about us?
I should be worried about what the fuck is coming.
I had an argument with this woman from Germany yesterday. I go, dude, you did everything. She's like, yeah, that's why we haven't died that much. I said, it's not working, bro. Like,
it's creating more is what it's doing.
It's okay, man.
I mean, that's what.
By the time they realize, if they ever do, because knowledge gets lost, unfortunately. Like, nobody knows to this day what was lost in the great Library of Alexandria, right? But just crazy, man. Crazy.
Now, do you think if they shut down again, it's over? I do. I think they shut down again. You're knocking out 80%.
I think it's going to be
business.
bang bang time, bro. I think all hell's going to break.
You what do you think? Same
Like,
thing.
I think that was the
Every
goal.
man for himself at that point.
I think it's going to be bang bang time. Bro.
Would you agree with that? Every man for himself.
I've been saying it for a year and a half now.
When do you think that the new? When do you think, if not this new one, the next new one, and the next new one?
This could be. Listen, this could be just another middle step to get us like. So this one's like a little more serious, right? Because notice they always do a drip.
Yeah. Drip feed. It's like a drip feed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this might be the second, but the next one, if this is not it, the next one will be the one, and they might really drop people for real. Like, who the fuck knows? They might,
So what's your prediction? How long before the hammer comes?
Only God knows the future.
I'm just asking.
This could be it. Because look at the other countries are not stopping, right? Look at Australia. Look at fucking look at them.
Where's that right now? UK, right?
Dude, everywhere.
It's just smash.
So they're kind of going.
First case here today. But I think you're right. I don't think this is the one.
I didn't say it's not. I said it could be. I think it might be. Because I think they have to go all the way now, bro.
Yeah, but don't you think if they were going all the way, it would be all over the place right now?
It has to get there.
I think you're
all
right.
I know is I don't
fear
death. I just fear not being the best human I could have been when I was alive.
Not being able to be you.
And not being in the graces of the one that gave us all life. That's my only fear. I don't fear death. I just hope that, and I don't feel like it, but I hope that when I do go on the other side, I hope God has mercy on my soul. And I'll leave it with this story from the Abrahamic faiths. There was a man who went to, because, based on these religions, human beings live longer. You know that, right? Like Noah of the Ark supposedly lived 950 years before the flood. He preached for 950 years. They made him so miserable that he told God, don't leave a single one of them on the earth. That was his prayer, and then God answered his prayer, and that's when the flood happened, right? Time was like, where the fuck is he going with this? But there was a man who lived 500 years. And all he did in seclusion, like a monk, he prayed all day, fasted, worshiped God, did nothing for the entire 500 years.
Before I die, I am going to hang out with the monk. I am. I'm dying to.
500 years, this guy does nothing but worship God in isolation, right? On the day of judgment, God goes to him, out of my mercy, I'm going to allow you to go to heaven. He goes, but what do you mean out of your mercy? I want to go for the good deeds that I did. I want to be judged for everything I did. He's like, you sure you want to be judged for like what you did and not from my mercy? You want me to be fair? He's like, yeah, okay. Okay, bring the scale out. He removes the man's eye, puts it on the scale. Just his eye, one eye. He has two eyes, right? Just one eye. He removes, he puts it on the scale. The 500 years of fasting, living a perfect life, the best human being that could ever be. Never did nothing wrong, never sinned, never hurt anybody. The 500 years of that worship couldn't repay even the eye. God goes, now there's the hellfire. He goes, but he goes, okay, no, I'll take your mercy. Meaning, when we think about the gifts that we have, whether you think it's by accident or not, what we should be grateful for every moment of our lives. When we wake up, and the fact that I can see you, Tommy, right now, and you can see me and comprehend, I'm going to allow these sounds go to your fucking brain, now through a wire into your headphone, right, which is fucking crazy, right? That in a millisecond, you can interpret these sounds, and we're having this intensive a communication. It's fucking insane, bro. We don't stop and think about the gifts that we were given, man.
Everybody's just worried about money.
And everyone's miserable,
control.
bro. Okay? I hate to say it. Men stop being men, women stop being women. I'm not saying traditional roles. But there's certain things I can't have a fucking baby, but I can't put one in my stomach. And I'm not saying a woman should stay home and just watch the kids, but it's like we kind of like, I just feel like the world was better a long time ago in certain aspects. I didn't like everything that happened in the past. Racism, all that shit was horrible. But I'm talking about, I feel like we got it backwards, man. I feel like we went too far over the cuckoo's nest. Like, I feel like we fucked up, man. And like we're seeing it now.
From what I read, I think the 70s and 80s were the best times.
That was like the climax.
Right?
It was all with this fucking, this is all the hippies' fault, man. They fucking, what happened, generation of free love? Like,
fucking Ozzy Osbourne.
Here we are. No, here we are. Like, they're all like this.
I love
you ever
that
watch the way they were like, what kind of fucking shit were they on? They were all like,
but they were having fun though.
Like, they were like this, don't you want somebody to love? They were going fucking crazy, bro.
You know why he's so cool? Because he goes from so serious and has to get his point across. There's no stopping him. To a really funny, loving, likable dude. You know what I mean? I think that's just really interesting about it. I'm not kissing your ass.
Nah, stop.
No, you know I'm not like that. What's that?
He's got that nice deep voice.
Yeah, he's got the radio voice.
This is Bek Lover.
Yes. Him and the who was really good too. Victor. We had this guy Victor.
Yo, Rockstar.
How about your boy? Early.
Can I?
Yeah. Yeah, you got to get to Miami. It'd be a quick drive. You won't have any.
Tastes pretty good, actually.
It's not bad. Strong. That will light you up. That's 200 milligrams. 240.
Silver ice. Give me the commercial. Are you tired? Do you have to drive cross country? Forget Red Bull. Drink Rockstar Pure Zero. Silver ice.
There you go.
You just gave them a free ad. Look at that. Free ad. Not even paid for it.
So
the first one's free. They pay me. I'll make a fucking voiceover like they never heard. Like, are you hungry? Are you thirsty?
Do you need a drink? Would you like some energy?
Tommy, we went off the deep end. I've never opened like this publicly about crazy shit like this.
Well, now you are.
I feel like I'm living my last days, brother.
You're not living your last days.
I feel it.
You're not.
Some weird shit going on, man. I'm not into like superstitions and numerology, like none of that stuff. Brother, I don't know what the fuck is going on for the last like 4 or 5 months of my life. All I'm seeing is like triple digits, double, like it's just weird, like it's scary almost. Like it's never happened to me before.
I can tell you this. If I would have listened to my instinct many, 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 many times, because we all have it, because that's why we're here, in my opinion, no matter what you believe.
I think it's like divine.
Instinct
I think that's divine intervention, man.
If you listen to your instinct, you'll be all right. If you don't,
well, eventually one day we're not going to be all right. Like we die.
Right.
Right.
But
there's no way to avoid it.
But if your instinct is telling you something, you should listen to it. And I'm not one to talk. To me, it's like I don't fucking listen to it.
To me, it's like I don't know, man. It's just weird.
What do you mean bad thoughts?
No, just like I see like 777, 555, 1212, 11, like like never happened like this before.
So what do you think you're gonna?
I happen to look at my watch. That's the time. I happen to look on the highway. It's 666. Like whatever it is, like it's doubles and triples. Like it's just nonstop, right? And my brother was kind of talking like that. This is happening. He was warning me. Like he's like, yo, and then he passed. So I'm like nervous. I'm like, is that like some kind of fucking? I don't know, man. I'm going off the fucking route.
You look pretty healthy to me.
I mean, I'm in there, man. But if I
You're
go,
fine.
If he lives, he lives.
You always do say God willing. Whenever I text you, you say,
but do you know why?
I'm on my way. Well,
do you know why?
Yeah, I do know why. Because
you don't know.
Because you don't know.
Every second is a mercy from the one that gave us life.
Sure.
And I believe like this little heart that you have inside of you, the amount of ticks, the amount of pumps it was going to do was predetermined before you were born.
Well, I think that goes through genetics.
I believe the simulation. Now we'll end it with this, right?
Yeah.
And I do believe it's a simulation. You couldn't control how you came into this world, Tommy. Who you came into, like who gave life to your parents, right?
I agree with that. Yeah.
You could have been born to a complete. So like your insertion point, you had no fucking saying.
But that's what I'm saying. I could have come from another dimension, and I wasn't a total asshole, and haven't lived a.
But you see,
lived a decent life. Had a little.
Based on these faiths, and and I gotta say, Islam's pretty clear on the way they talk about it too. Is like you already existed, and you chose to come into this simulation. Human beings chose. Because again, it goes back to that whole thing of like acting upon our free will to achieve this higher level of any other creation ever made by the Creator. That we willingly are trying to achieve that.
But see, you're stuck on this God thing, which is a great thing, and it's great for society, and I'm with it. But my question to you is, yeah, you had that on last time, I think.
No, I didn't.
No, you had a different hat on. And sunglasses, by the way.
So what I want to say...
Wait, hold on. Let me finish.
Good.
Okay,
Sorry, sorry, I got ADD sometimes.
That's okay. Don't worry. I live with one. And there's ADD all around me. So I'm so fucking used to it. It's just like a normal thing. I want to blow my head off fucking 18 hours out of 24. I want to blow my head off with these ADH shit. It's okay. So I'm used to it. So what I was saying was, so if this shit turns into robot versus human, how long do you think we have till it gets to that point?
I think the world will be ended before then.
But you think it'll be ended, what, just nuclear war?
I don't think, only God knows the future, and all power and glory belong to the Creator.
Beck, for the 100th time, I'm asking you.
But my personal hunch, I don't think humanity has more than 100 years.
And how do you think we go?
All out war and destruction.
Just all out war.
Nuclear.
Not AI.
I think I would even go as far as I think that us and China go at it, and we wipe out half the world with us
before the AI even gets to that point.
Somehow, parts of the Middle East survive that. Israel rises because it'll be like one of the only countries left.
Oh, you're not one-sided.
No, I'm not saying that. I just think that part of the world, for some reason, will survive. I think it'll be like the missiles go like this. It's called the middle, right? So like those fucking missiles go like this, and they're in the middle. So like it's kind of like when you play like that game with like, what was it called? Like
Beck, they hit that fucking button, it's over, pal. There's no like some people survive. They smash them.
What do you think? Like the whole world goes?
Yeah.
Nuclear winter? We could survive a nuclear winter technically. These fuckers have bunkers, bro.
Yeah, but if U.S. is hitting the button, China's hitting the button, and fucking Korea says, fuck it, I might as well hit the button. They hit the button. There ain't nothing left after that.
I think Australia's going to hang out and be able
You would definitely not want to be.
You never really hear anything bad about
Australia. Just kind of hangs out.
You would definitely, like, I wouldn't want to survive that. Fuck that. I'll be like, if they hit the buttons, I'd be like this.
Yeah, because look, you're the only one left then, right? And it's a shithole.
What if God said you could have, like, one song play right before the nuclear winter starts and, like, the world ends, but it's like the last soundtrack that the whole world gets to hear?
Yeah.
What do you pick? This is like the whole world gets, everyone that's alive on Earth is going to hear this song as the world is about to explode. What would you pick? It's a good question, huh?
What was your song, I think?
The thing that came to my mind just totally random would be Tom Petty.
Tom Petty?
Free Falling.
What would you pick?
And I'm free. Like that. And just.
I would pick Chris
And that
Brown.
was just off the top of my head.
Chris Brown, Lucky You. What would you pick?
How does that song go?
Go.
Don't play it. Just.
Lucky.
I don't know, but that's why I did it, because me and you can't sing, man.
Chris Brown, Lucky You, if you want to hear it. What'd you say, Rob?
I'd go Boys to Men. How do I say goodbye?
Oh, shit. I forgot about that.
Yesterday.
All right, you get one more shot, and then we out.
And then I would say Chris Brown, Goodbye.
You really fucking love Chris Brown, bro.
This is all that's in my playlist.
Dude, that's you fucking
Chris
shit.
Brown, Chris Brown, Chris Brown, Chris
You don't like other genres? And
I like to listen to shit that has words. I mean,
Okay.
no, I like no. I like
trying
older.
to say I don't listen to music with words?
No.
What's Beck's choice of music?
If I had to choose, if God said
Guess.
you can only have one band.
Guess what he likes.
He's not a country guy. I mean, hip hop,
Techno, maybe.
techno,
Maybe I could see techno, like a house thing.
Trance.
house music.
But I'm gonna think. I think like a Jimi Hendrix kind of guy.
No.
Or is he
No.
like?
I could tell you.
Luciano Pavarotti?
No.
No, like one of.
Thievery Corporation.
The fuck is that?
If you're watching, you fuckers. I love you fuckers.
Can you Google that?
What is it?
Thievery Corporation.
Thievery.
If God said this is the only music you could ever have towards the end of time, the world's going to end, this is the last group, this is all you ever get to listen to. Do you know why?
There they are.
Why?
Because they make it all, bro. They make hip-hop, they make house, they make fucking dance music, they make love music, they make fucking jazz, they play fucking every instrument you can think of. They make amazing music, and if that was the only music that I could listen to, that's the group that I choose.
Go to music, Rob.
Finally got to see them live for the first time ever in Miami, and shout out to the whole Thievery Corporation. This is your boy Bek Lover, always undercover. Word to your mother.
There they are. I never. Look at that.
Go to videos.
20 plus years, bro. Fucking amazing music.
Have it in 20 years. Wow.
Bro, you want to talk about creating the mood with the other sex? Lighting a candle?
It's on YouTube.
I was just seeing it.
You want to talk about cruising down the highway, questioning your existence, why you were born, why this is half the shit. You think I get these crazy thoughts? It's from listening to this music and going deep into my thoughts, bro. Half the music has no words, the other half is all words. They do it all, bro. Reggae. They fucking do it all.
Like they mix it with all different
Dude.
genres. That's cool.
All.
Yeah.
Sick. Amazing.
I'll definitely check it out. I'm still breezy.
Oh, yeah.
You'll have to listen to our guest.
They're
coming
amazing.
Up episode with Cassie Moore. She's all over the place mixing stuff.
Oh yeah. We had this artist and that's what she does. She takes like some reggae, some jazz, blah blah blah, and puts it on top of tracks and whatever. It's pretty cool.
Great
Like,
shit,
does it.
bro.
Yeah, it's pretty
See,
cool.
people go like, why do you love, and I love electronic music. like house, trance, especially trance. I fucking love it, bro. And why I love it, not only because you can go into deep thought, and you don't have to dance. People think, well, how do you listen to this shit? It's all like, it's not all like that, first of all. And I don't like high tempo like that.
No, I like the collage. You ever hear him?
Yeah.
Collage was good.
I like trance music because there's these long breaks where it's almost like a symphony. And then it goes into the beat. But what I'm saying, why I like electronic music is because you could take a song that you love, like you like Chris Brown, right? But they'll make you a million different versions of that song with different beats. And that song never, like you have, it'll never get boring, bro.
Right, you can keep rejuvenating.
Like I love Depeche Mode, right?
Mm-hmm.
Love it. But I listen to, like, just for the record, for those of you that are curious, I listen to everything, bro. When I sit with Indians, they're like, you're fucking crazy, because I'll sing their songs. They're like, how the fuck, you're just crazy Albanian. How the fuck do you sing, oh my darling, I love you? Bollywood hits. Like,
the voice ain't bad, actually.
But music, love it, right? Even though technically I'm not supposed to, because it does influence you. Certain religions prohibit music.
Get the fuck out of here with that.
No, because it does. Listen, man.
I know it does.
Watch a movie without music, you're not going to feel nothing, bro.
I agree with you.
You put the music in,
moderation.
You're like, have you ever,
moderation.
You ever cried watching a movie? Tommy, get the fuck out of here, bro.
No, I'm really trying to think.
You're heartless then, bro.
No, I mean, I felt like it, but I was probably with
fucking 6 foot.
But I was probably a fucking broad.
330.
I don't know. I mean, I was with a broad, and it depended. If I wanted to get laid, and it seemed like she was like a tough guy lover, then maybe like when I was watching Meet Joe Black.
That doesn't mean she has to see you, bro. Listen, I'm not a guy that goes like, no. Oh fucking I was watching. I'll never forget. I was watching 3 Men and a Little Lady. They take the girl away from the guys in that movie. Whoever watched it, it's an old movie. One tear like that came out like this, bro. And then the second time I remember was when Uncle Jesse moved out and Michelle. No, I'm serious.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Full House, bro. She's like Uncle Jesse, like bro, like this. I was like this, like fucking Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah. That
opening scene, bro, because it was the war was going on, and I had just lost my family. So imagine stupid me. What an amazing opening fucking sequence for a film, right? Like even to this day, right? That fucking they made you feel like you were really in D-Day, bro.
Yeah.
You got to give it to Spielberg. That was him, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, fuck, man. When that first fucking thing went down, I was like this, and so for me, I just lost so much family, and then seeing that scene from Normandy when they stormed the beach and people dying and shit, so it triggered me.
I did. I just thought of it. I can't remember the movie, and then we'll get to one more thing.
Schindler's List made me cry.
It was this movie. So this guy's in a wheelchair. This girl she's coming to like take care of him. He doesn't want to be around anybody. She keeps trying and trying and trying. Long story short, they fall in love, and he's in a wheelchair. And then he says he wants to die, like he wants to go. And she's saying like, no, don't leave me. I love you. I don't care that you're in a wheelchair. I love you for you, blah, 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 blah. But it's real like.
Stephen Hawking?
No, not the smartest, one of the smartest guys ever, no.
There's something of every, what was that movie called with him?
I forget.
I couldn't watch it.
I'll text
slow
you
for me, bro. It's too boring.
I'll have to text you the name of this movie because it would drive me nuts.
By the way, he told people not to fuck with that machine, by the way.
I know.
That was the greatest physicist of our time.
Oh yeah, Hawkins was.
And he told them, "Don't fuck with the Hall John."
Because you're playing with fire, man. So now, before I let you get out of here, because I know you want to get down there, pull up that CRN, and then lightly explain it. I guess as lightly as possible.
I mean, I kind of did this. The world's biggest machine. They accelerate particles at the speed of light. I think they have the ability to open wormholes, and I think the demonic realm can enter this realm, or what the Bible calls the bottomless pit. I think that's the fucking bottomless pit maker, bro.
Well said. Now let's take a look at this shit. Scroll through these, Rob, because this will fuck you up. What is the nature of the universe? What is it made of?
Like some things, like we don't need to like.
Look at that.
They're like, oh look, we just opened wormhole, and
now to answer and seek fundamental questions. Yeah.
And if you look at
look at that motherfucker,
bro. China's making one. America's making one.
And that's what creates the speed of light.
I think there's something there that they observed.
Now, what do you think of this here?
It's fucking weird, man. What the fuck is it? Didn't we do this last time?
No, we didn't do this. Not this, no.
I think you did. You're like, what the fuck is that? And you asked me. No?
That was something else.
Unless I'm having deja vu.
No. I did ask you.
Play the tape back. All of you, play the tape back.
No, I think on the other one, because remember we pulled up something and there was like drawings that they found in the cave, and it was like drawings of like people but with horns and all kinds of weird shit, and you were explaining them. I asked you, I said, "What the fuck is that?" And you broke it down.
Out of all these guests you've had, you've had a lot.
Yeah.
Am I now considered like the fucking weirdest one?
To me,
I don't want that title, but
to me, I don't think you're weird at all. I think you're smart. I think you have an open mind.
Crazy?
No.
Okay. Have you had crazy shit?
Have I had crazy in here?
Yeah.
Oh, I've had crazy in here.
Beyond me. Okay, good. I don't want to be the most. I just want to be in the middle.
No.
Everyone knows the middle guy eats.
You're not even in the top 10.
That's what it tastes.
What would you put it out of 20? Where would you put him out of the most 20 craziest people? Don't say anybody's name other than him.
But there's a difference. Crazy.
Okay, how about interesting?
Crazy can be good. Crazy can be good or bad.
How about interesting?
Which way are we going with crazy? Because
let's go with interesting crazy.
So interesting crazy is different.
Top 5?
Interesting crazy. Yeah. He's probably 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And one I could say, because we're just not saying bad crazy. Interesting crazy.
Yeah.
Is Beto.
Beto was one. He blew everybody away.
He's up there.
Nobody can even go.
Yeah, I gotta watch this one. Who's this guy?
He's Elon Musk's partner. He's the one who developed the anti-propulsion to get to Mars in 7 days. He did some shit. What did he do with water? Because he can explain it better than me.
He had, I forget what island or country it was. He had these things that go in water, right? And they never sink. They just keep bobbing, right? And as they're bobbing below, it's creating energy.
You know, from this angle, when you're putting your hand like this, it was like, yeah, okay, but what were you saying?
So he's bobbing this thing in the water, and it's creating energy below, and he was able to supply free energy to a place that doesn't have energy.
So they Nikola Tesla'd him.
And he just, I forget the name of what it was, but crazy.
He did that, and he did something else that was crazy.
And I truly believe that theory, that Tesla had a way to give the whole world energy, bro. And they murked him. I don't know about murked him, but they stole his shit, bro. He died on 34th Street, bro, in the Hotel New Yorker.
The real Tesla.
I've stayed in that. Yeah, the real. Yeah. Well, you think fucking Elon Musk is? There would be this fucking light wouldn't be on without him, man.
No, that's 100%. Musk is smart as great. Too smart. Too smart. I know you're not like a huge fan, but too smart. Too smart.
Dude, who knows what he was fucking with. I really, truly believe a lot of this. I had said this last time, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Demonically inspired, bro. Man couldn't have thought of this on his own. I'm telling you, man.
Hell no.
Now people want to say aliens, or you said reverse engineer.
I think reverse engineering.
It's a cute theory.
And then a guy like Steve Jobs comes along, is able to put it together, or tell what's his name, Wozuzuwak, to put it together. Because Jobs didn't put shit
together.
That guy
got fucked too, huh?
Yeah, he got fucked. Yeah, he got fucked. Because
you sell too soon, bro.
Jobs came up with the idea.
Hold on for dear life. HODL. It's a very popular term in crypto and NFTs. And I think our theory about what we said is going to happen with crypto.
Yeah, I agree with you. 100%.
Folks, there's people waiting on yachts for me.
Tell him what the theory was, because he wasn't here last time.
That they made this love story for us to all fall in love with crypto. We get used to everyone's wheeling the millionaires are made, blah, blah, blah. Then the regulation comes in. Then there's an event where they say because of this and the collapse, we can no longer use these, but you can use this one, the one that they can control.
100%.
Everything's on the blockchain, no way to escape, and it goes in with everything else that they're doing, which enslaves humanity forever.
Ask Rob, have I said that out of probably 50% of the interviews that, wait, I take that back. Any interview that blockchain or Bitcoin was brought up, have I pretty much said what he said, but not in such good terms?
Yes. And I think we should all create our own cryptocurrency and
manipulate
push it.
This is Bek Lover reporting live from Art Basel 2021. God knows if we'll see another Art Basel. No, I'm serious.
No, man.
Yeah. And I'm not saying me and you, like just humanity.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always a pleasure stopping by the studio to see my man Tommy and
Rob.
It's been like 6 months since we met. And it was like 6 months ago. May.
I think so.
And so, okay, this is Bek Lover reporting live from Art Basel 2021 with Tommy. We had an amazing time. A lot of you now think I'm fucking crazy. I can't walk on the streets no more because of this episode. They're like, this fucking guy fell off his rocker.
And this is WHP 96.1.
You know,
gotta do the radio voice if you're gonna do it. Do it again.
One other thing.
This is Bek Lover. You're good.
You know, what was it back in like the 60s, the 50s? Like, if you think about how far, because you talk about evolution, I say de-evolution, bro. Like, they said fucking like, why don't you go take a hike? Like, that was like a bad thing to say. So I'm like, yo, why don't you go make like a tree and leave, right? We went from that to fuck your mother, like, so like, I don't know, like, I think we de-evolved, man. I don't know, like,
in that way, yeah, I agree with
in
you.
the 50s, they were like, why don't you take a hike? Why don't you go fly a kite? Like, what the fuck? Why don't you go fly a kite? I guess I meant like you're such a fucking idiot. Like, just go, like, you're basically a child, I guess, so go fly a kite. I mean, I don't know. Someone, though, I think, though, I mean, if you said that shit to the wrong person today, you probably get.
You probably get.
Go say that shit in the project. Like, yo, why don't you go fly a kite? What you say, motherfucker?
I don't know if you make it out and no cops coming to help you.
Yeah, no.
You know,
Not anymore.
we got a lot to get to, so I'll see you next time when you come back. I don't want to hold up your yacht party.
Subscribe to the show.
Tough
Drink lots of Rockstar Pure Zero.
Who's not fucking paying me, so I don't know why you keep fucking plugging them.
So why the fuck are they on the table?
Because I like them.
Yo, you fuckers.
We got to get in touch with Rockstar.
You see mine on the table?
You give him the sponsorship, I'll do a voiceover for free. Rockstar.
All right, now do your ending and radio voice. Oh, okay, I'm going to give
This
you
is
the
Bek Lover of the Comeback Team with
Or
Tommy.
not.
Okay, good.
Good. Hey, Beck, this is 96.1. Could you please do the ending to the MSCS Media Show with special guest Beck, who is always a joy to have in. Much of a pleasure. I love his mind, open mind, and is far from crazy.
Can we swap Rolexes?
No.
I can't wear gold anyway, so.
That's why I didn't want you to get a rash.
No, it's not because I just can't wear gold.
That's why I said no.
But I would have took yours and bought two of mine.
Fuck you.
You're watching. No, sorry. Well, they're watching too. You're watching and listening to the MCS.
Media.
Hang on a second.
MSCS.
MSCS.
Yeah,
Don't worry. I fuck things up constantly.
Brother, it's always a
Embarrassingly,
tongue, like,
embarrassingly bad.
it's like a tongue twister for me. So certain people have problems with that, right?
Yeah,
My bro.
I think I'm like reading some of these sponsor things. I'm starting to think I'm fucking dyslexic.
MCSC.
No, MSCS.
Cut.
You're making me feel better.
Cut.
No, because you make me feel better because I always pronounce things wrong in
Take
every
two.
single interview.
Take two.
So now you are making me look more better.
MSCS.
MSCS.
MSCS Media, Beck.
Oh, you want the media. So I get it right. You know where you're
You
losing?
just killed the sponsor.
Fucking smart. There is my tea started hitting me. This fucking tea, you know, it gives you slight euphoria. I told you this.
So you got 40 milligrams of caffeine in
And this
that,
shit,
and then you
the
got
potion.
euphoria.
It's a fucking potion.
You
It's not
got the
alcohol.
potion. Yeah.
This is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
MSCS Media.
There you go. Now
You-
do the outro.
You have watched and listened to another edition of the spectacular show with Tommy, MSCS Media. Subscribe and hit like and leave a comment. Even if it's a bad one, it's still a good one. Till the next time, this is your co-host for this episode, Bek Lover, guest of Tommy. And we'll see you in the metaverse.
And what's your podcast, Beck?
First season. We're in hiatus right now. The Comeback Team. But you could check me out on Instagram at BEK Lover NYC. BEK Lover.
Anything else you want to plug? Plug anything you want quick.
Just pray for us, man. Pray for the world. Pray for humanity. And stand up for your rights, man. Because life is short. And being a slave ain't fun.
All right, Beck. I'll see you soon, and thank you for coming in. I appreciate your time.
It's always a pleasure.